Go.
This episode of Lion's Den was brought to you by Common Sense. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
Welcome to the Lion's Den. 144 men on the rise again. Yes. And you better show some intellect. That'll be the only way a nigga ever get respect. For real? Welcome to the Lion's Den. 144 men on the rise again. Yes. And you better show some intellect. That'll be the only way a nigga ever get respect. Called you to Jeremiah. I'm finna bring the fire. Cause on the second turn, you don't crucify the Messiah. Roaring like a lion instead of being defiant. You better come together and try to form an alliance. Black Jesus minister, new heavyweight champ. Finna turn the lights on instead of using a lamp. They try to keep up with us, but they leg is catching a cramp. Hebrew Israelites, now that's the name of the camp. That's a divine prospect, shout out to the brother Ron. When they see the Hebrews, other ideologies run. Then apologies come, forever calling us dumb. Bringing all of the facts and leave them silent and numb. So Kwam Yasha Allah, call up Danya Allah. We got no problem, tell the truth and we follow. Got skilled debaters, like Michael Edwards. We never go run, PowerPoint, we bring the lecture. Welcome to the Lion's Den, 144 men on the rise again. Yes. And you better show some intellect. That'll be the only way a nigga ever get respect. Real? Welcome to the Lion's Den, 144 men on the rise again. Yes. And you better show some intellect. That'll be the only way a nigga ever get respect. We see you talking down when you're doing your interviews. We got a multitude of knowledge, so how could we lose? Used to be in the gang, so I give them the blues. Welcome to the Lion's Den, we deep when we face you. I know it's hard to understand your ancestors was a slave, but challenging biblical knowledge, homie, we did great. Intellectually, I know you really hear me, you're standing right here next to me. King. Yeah, you gon' get this work. When a father don't spend his time, that mean he fit this curse. We the people like it or not, take a look at your block. The rise of AOC, Masharaya Sha'ala, cause we got it on lock. Identify through our conditions. Try to label us African without permission. Never laying down, tapping out, no submission. See us in the streets every day, we on a mission. Welcome to the Lion's Den, 144 men on the rise again. Yes. And you better show some intellect. That'll be the only way a nigga ever get respect. Real? Welcome to the Lion's Den, 144 men on the rise again. Yes. And you better show some intellect. That'll be the only way a nigga ever get respect. Real?
We get a certain type of treatment in the conscious community. We get a certain type of treatment in the conscious community in which you are at the forefront of, Sarnetta. So what we're saying is that we want to have a dialogue and discussion about what is good for black people and what should we be dealing with within our communities and our faith. Man, we wanted to have an intelligent conversation. So why don't you invite me on your...
Yo, Shabbat Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Kwam Yashala, welcome to the Lion's Den. You know who I am, JJ7000, the People's Champ. And we're going to do a recap on one of the ass whoopings that I put on Shawn from Mossy Tribe, man. This guy been running around talking about there's no proof of Israelites in Africa. And he said if there is some proof, the white man, you know, what do you say he do? He converted us, which he never brought none of that to the debate. No proof of that. These guys run around talking about, you know, that we've been converted. Hey, Karima, can you put the link in the chat for Zion, please? Just put the link in the chat, please. Please. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm right up on it, man. Right up on it. There we go. Welcome, Zion Warchild, the Intercontinental Middleweight Champion of the Lion's Den is in the building. You know, we got Black Beauty Inc. in the building. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. Sean Tompkins is in the building. Shabbat Shalom. I am a slave to man's leadership as sovereign. Al Balam term and understand being slaves to grace. Grace translate meaning rights. You're going to have to come on and explain that, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, welcome to the den, man. Peace plus beats. Come on in and grab a seat. See, you know, JJ go on the road a lot, man. I go against these guys over there. Uh-oh. What's that, Sister Kramer?
Peace, peace.
Oh, peace. Yeah, let me introduce the panel real quick before I get into my diatribe. Yeah, know what I'm saying. Go ahead, Sister Karima. Go ahead and introduce yourself one more time, man. 1,000 pardons. I'm just a little anxious, to get into the information. But go ahead. I apologize to the chat.
Shalom to everybody. Shalom to the chat. It's a sad day in Israel. We had fellas going to court for committing adultery. So hopefully, yeah, we get into that one day.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
All right, what's up? We got JT, the camp killer in the building.
Yeah.
What up, Aki? Shabbat
What's good,
shalom.
man?
Yeah, man.
What we
I'm
talking
just,
about on here, man?
man. You know how these non-believers, they run around say we ain't real, we ain't in Africa, and if our people was in Africa, we've been converted by the white man, but they never can bring the white man. Who is this guy? Where's Bob at? When did Bob come over to all the countries in Africa and convert the Israelites? Where did he learn it from? You see, I'm getting tired of hearing that, bro. I'm getting tired of people like Shawn from Mossy Tribe, Garfield, and all the Garfieldites over there. They want to Black Lion Supreme, Sabio, all them. Want
Hey,
to say somebody converted us.
if you niggas don't want to be the real deal, then stay out our business, nigga. Straight talk.
Right. So
I don't give. I'm not going. Listen. I don't give a shit
go
about
ahead, JT.
no philosophy out here. I ain't putting none of your philosophies down, but I don't give a shit about none of them because they're not vital to our people. Kemet ain't vital to the black race. Being a Moor ain't vital to the black race. Islam ain't vital to the black race. Those are philosophies and religion. Our people need to know their heritage. Do you niggas get this? Check this out, man. Jay,
I'm
I
listening.
sent you them 2 videos, right? Now, the
Yeah.
brother had clear records that we came on slave ships, man.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
clear records that we was in Spain, Portugal, and all of that shit. And they
Right.
sent us to St. Thomas, which was in Africa. Come
Right.
on, man.
St. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other island? It's St. Thomas. It's a couple of islands over there. I
Yeah.
brought it out. But what they did, like I say, man, when when Spain did the Inquisitions and exiled us
We
out.
helped start the Inquisition, if you know that, right?
Wait a minute. Whoa. Whoa.
The brother on the video,
He said, yeah, and his people was helping. Yeah,
man, we go all the way back to the Inquisition, bro. Come on, dude.
I already know.
Yeah.
Man. But let's start off. Everybody introduce himself, man, because I want to get into this information, man. Like I say, JJ go on the road. I go against all odds. When I go on different people platforms to debate, it's never the scales is never balanced. I got to go against the host. I got to go against the moderator. I got to go against the heckler and the so-called debater at the same time. The same time. But guess what? I'm used to that. People have been doing that shit to me for years when I go on these different platforms. That's why it's no place like home. You see what I'm saying? I click my steel toe boots together, and there's no place like the Lions Den. This is home. This is where you can get your information off without interruptions, without the heckling jecklers and the shoe shine boys is getting in the goddamn way. Without the host,
no Gregory
look,
Hines.
the host when
No
you fall
Gregory
off,
Hines
listen.
tap dancing.
Right.
Gregory Hines
No,
tap
no
dancing in your
P.
video.
Yeah.
No P.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna show you my experience. I mean, this debate happened, but I never did a recap on it. But Shawn from Mossy Tribe, your information is garbage. You can't just say we Africans and the only people that came on the ship were Africans. Them people didn't call themselves that. They related with their culture, just like the Israelites.
Jay,
Go ahead, family.
there were certain people that came over with biblical names, nigga.
Right.
They had names like David and Elijah,
Right.
Peter, Paul.
Moses.
Why would some Kunta Kinte African have a name like David?
No. Let me say something, JT. I'm not saying everybody. I would be.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying there was certain people on them ships, man, that had
Right.
biblical names, bro.
Damn right.
And they
It's
knew
logged
who
in
the fuck
there.
they were.
It's logged in there. What's up, Cephas Black, the gangster Egyptian in the building from B-More? Go ahead, bro.
What's up, brothers and sisters? How y'all doing? Y'all know what it is. Just chatting.
Shalom, shalom.
Yeah. I didn't make an announcement. Sunday we got the Nuwabian, the Kansu, the real Nuwabian coming back home to the Lion's Den, and he got some beef on his chest. He don't like what Jabari Osaze is running around doing, and he got something to say. So tune in Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'm on ready.
Eastern. Go ahead. Somebody say something.
The Nuwapian. This is Spot Sambo.
Yeah. Your debate adversary in the den. You know. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, you might can spark that conversation back up because this is what we do around here.
Yeah. We'll say that for later. We'll say that.
Yeah, but we all in unison with him Sunday. Jabari, you running around with steak and shake hats on. They didn't do that in ancient Kemet. I seen you. What's the master teacher name? Infodezi. What's his master teacher name? The other guy. But anyway, you're running around here with granny scarves and hotel mail purses. That ain't what they did in Kemet. Then again, maybe they did. I don't know. We finna get to this information, everybody. Like and subscribe to the Lion's Den. The Lion's Den is the home, the real home of the truth, Captain Desired. Not none of that Garfield, that Garfield and all the other mess y'all out here spewing. Garfield, I went back and watched this debate. You ought to be ashamed of yourself how you treated 7,000. But we're gonna get into it. Everybody. First, let me start off with hold up, man. Let me start off with. I'm finna get y'all right from the beginning. Where's this guy at? Where he at? Hold up. Wait. Is my screen sharing, Karima?
Yep, it's already sharing. Still.
Yeah. Hey, I remember this dude right here, man. All right, man. This guy was the truth, man. And then they KO to mine. I don't know what happened to him, man. I hope you come back and start teaching. It says somebody need to mute their mic because I'm echoing. Okay. The Igbo tribe, Israelites in West Africa. We're going to start right there before we even get to my information, man. Because these are some of the things that y'all need to hear.
Origins. See, the scholars, they've done their research on the Igbo
tribe.
Extensive research.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They've compared the traditions of the Igbo tribe and they've matched them up to the biblical traditions of the Israelites. And they said, whoa, these are strikingly similar. The only way that these people could be practicing the Hebraic faith this close is if they were the biblical Israelites themselves.
So you may ask, stop. I got to do the Fair Uses Act.
Yes.
Do I have to put up, or I just got to say, this video is used for educational purposes, criticism, and critiques. We are not trying to steal any of the information. We're just trying to put it out for educational purposes. With that being said, this is a Fair Use Act. That's the 2022 version. Can I get away with that? Do I got to read it word for word how they do it?
That's good enough for me.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, y'all know what the intents and purposes of me playing this. Any other video that we do tonight.
Ask yourself, what is the significance of the Igbo tribe to the so-called Negro in the Americas? When you do the research, what you're going to find out is that the Igbo tribe is one of the main sought-out tribes that were captured and sold in the transatlantic slave trade and came right here to America. The British were the major buyers before they banned their own slave traffic in 1807. They were replaced by the Portuguese and the Spanish for as long as the traffic continued here. The majority of the captives were speakers of Igbo dialects.
But Shawn, in our debate, he wants to lie and say it was a Wolof people that was the most sought after people who were kidnapped and put into slavery. And we know that the Igbos, a lot of Igbos, say that their heritage or their culture or their history is Israelites. Now, we're not saying every Igbo because there's different factions, right? But we're talking about the ones who's saying they're Israelites, and Shawn from Mossy Tribe, and Garfield from Dagger Squad, and any other squad want to sit here and discredit that like they lived over there with these people. They gonna tell these people, no, they got to be lying. They've been converted. It's bullshit.
You can hear me
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody say something? Somebody say something?
clearly, Rabbi. Let us have your name once more.
My name is Rabbi Yehuda ben Shomer.
Okay. Well, is it okay if we just call you Yehuda?
Yeah, that's
short
fine.
Today? Okay,
yeah, that's fine. No problem at all. I'll go on even further to say this, that the slave trade is actually connected to Deuteronomy 28, because the majority of the slaves that were brought to the Caribbean islands and brought to the Americas were Igbo people, were people of Hebrew and Hebraic Israelite descent, if you will. And so if you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, it matches perfectly what happened to the Hebrew slaves, the black Hebrew slaves during the slave trade. It just matches it perfectly.
Back up now. I think we just rung a bell here. Hold up now.
Okay.
Hold up. Hold the presses.
Okay.
Hold up. I hope everyone is listening to this. This is you about to rock some boats now. Ben Yehuda there. Hold up now. Listen to what he's saying here. So you are saying that there's a great chance, or more so, that the black people that links directly to the slave trade are from the lost tribes of Israel. Is that what you're saying here, sir?
Yes, I am. Now, granted, I will qualify that I don't. Wait a second. I don't believe that every single black person is Hebraic or Jewish. But I'm
Right. Not every single one. And we made that clear. But Shawn, he don't even want to acknowledge the people over there with the oral history that's saying, yes, we're from this tribe. We got people in Madagascar. Yeah, we from Ibrahim. We're from here. We got people all over goddamn Africa claiming this. And a lot of these people don't even know each other from different goddamn countries. They all lying, Shawn? Garfield, they all lying? None of them people, and then look, we got people in the Congo. We got people in Ghana. We got people in Benin, Nigeria. And y'all want to get in front of the people and lie.
saying that the majority of the slaves involved in the slave trade were Hebrews.
These people knew exactly who they were buying and selling, both the Africans and the Europeans. The Europeans, which are the Romans went after 70 AD, they went conquering, and they done hid themselves under different nationalities after they done conquered the native people that were in those lands in Europe.
Right.
Hid themselves under the French, under the British, under the Portuguese. They're the same exact Romans. And all they're doing is continuing the agenda that was put in place in 70 AD. When they came down there looking for the Israelites. It's the same exact agenda. And carrying it forward to today. It's the same exact agenda. They knew exactly who they were aiming for. It's not by coincidence that all the history matches up perfectly with the Bible prophecies. It's not a coincidence. And then they push a doctrine on you in church talking about it doesn't matter. So then you never go and look for this information. Now you see exactly why they don't put none of this in Black history, why they don't go prior to the 1600s. You start digging prior to the 1600s, and then you find out you come or descend from the Igbo tribe. You start doing your research. Well, let me find out a little bit more about this Igbo tribe. Then you find out that the Igbo tribe are known as fact descend from the 12 tribes of Israel. So then you say, hold on. Something's not right here. That's the exact reason why they don't go prior to the 1600s. You're not supposed to find out this information. They're supposed to keep renaming your nationalities every few years to cause confusion and to have you confused, not knowing who you are.
Okay. That's a little appetizer of what's going on today in the den. Let me get that up out of here. Wait a minute, let me see. Hold up. Now, let me read you something real quick before I even get into this. Richard Henry proves that the paternal haplogroup E1B1A is the real Israelite lineage. Richard Henry has proof that the descendants of black slaves who left West Africa are descendants of the biblical Israelites. I'm not saying all. He says that people falsely believe that the paternal haplogroup J is the haplogroup that came from Abraham. But this is one of our brothers. You know, hey, when I brought this to Garfield and them a couple of years ago, they want to discredit him. You see, they only rock with the guys that look like Casper. They right. Not nobody that look like us. That's the agenda over there, man. I hate to say it, man, but it just is what it is. All right? Now, came from Abraham, but Henry states that E1B1A is the haplogroup that not only Jacob had, but his 12 sons. All right? The black Hebrews were put in slavery in America and Europe because their ancestors disobeyed Yah. We know why we was put in slavery in the ancient days. Yahuwah sent his son Yeshua to help cleanse the heart of Israelites during the Roman occupation. But the Jews would not listen. However, Yahweh did not promise to restore his people back. Yahweh does promise to restore his people back to their ancestral homeland, right? It says Yeshua is also called Christ by many, Jesus Christ by many black Jewish men who look like a modern day black Israelite. He is not a Caucasian like the media tries to portray. This is old information, but I just want to say but I want to talk about the haplogroups. A paternal haplogroup is passed from father to son, and maternal haplogroup is passed from mother to daughter and mother to son, since males get 2 haplogroups while females only get 1. All right? Only men will be found with the haplogroup E1B1A, but if a woman's father has the haplogroup, then she's an Israelite as well. All right? It's kind of a long article. I really want to see. Hold on. Let me read this real quick. This is what I really want to do. The Middle East is actually Northeast Africa, which is what the Middle East was originally known as. The Middle East was originally known as Northeast Africa. A map called Mardi, Ethiopia, Vogo, Oceanus, Ethiopakis shows that the Middle East is Africa. This map was created by the Dutch cartographer Jonas Janicius in the 17th century. So all that, well, the Middle East, Israel's in the Middle East, blah, blah, blah. We going by old maps. Y'all going by some goddamn Suez Canal that was created goddamn in 1869, some shit like that. Took them 10 years to build the shit. Now we Middle East. Where's the Middle West? Where at?
Where's the Middle South?
Where the Middle South and the Middle goddamn North? Hold on, man. Let me get to this. Let me get to this debate, man. I just want y'all to know about E1B1A. I wanted y'all to see the other little slide about the brother right there, you know, telling us about a little bit of our history. We finna get into this data right here, and I'm gonna show you the what I'll say the tomfoolery of what's going on over here. Here we go. Enslaved men and women. He then said sail across the middle passage. You know what I'm saying? I keep going. Wait. There's
Probably
little,
from
little
Bristol.
highlights of me whooping ass. You know.
So you're gonna hear and listen today.
See, you see what I'm saying? JJ said you gonna hear and listen today, boy. But we gonna let Shawn put you to sleep for 20 minutes. But before I start this debate, right? I mean this show. I want to let y'all know when me and him signed up for this debate, the title was the title. Were Jews on the were Jews on the transatlantic slave ships? Did the fire? This what these dudes do? Did the fire was out for a couple of days, and then right before a couple of days, a day or two before the debate, he was, I don't like the flyer. I don't like the name. So I didn't even take this dude serious. So I signed up for another show that day, right? But then you know how you scrolling through your YouTube, you pick around, oh, JJ7000 running, JJ, and I'm like, wait a minute, this dude was crying about the title of the debate. So I didn't take him serious. But I showed up anyway because I don't want that dirt on my name. That I'm running for anybody in a goddamn debate. So I went over there, whooped his ass that day, and then went to my show. Actually, Garfield threw me off because I was whooping him so goddamn bad. Look, here we go. We can listen to this, the biasness of the host, the biasness of the moderator, Garfield, the biasness of some other guy that was hanging on the chat, and the debater was just, and Shawn was just garbage. But here we go. I see why Unc burning his books. Here we go. Let's go.
Good, what's good?
Everybody, stop. We live. Hey, peace and love to everybody, man. This is Brother Garfield. We got a debate tonight between Shawn and Jeremiah Judah. But the debate, all of the topic is there. The debate has been canceled because Jeremiah Judah had an issue as far as the topic. I'm not even gonna get into that because that's a waste of time. He should have canceled earlier instead of coming on the live and participate. But anyway, I'm gonna deal with this guy, Yashub, right now. Let me just kill him real quick with his foolishness. Let me just kill him, and then Shawn could do his own presentation and do what he do.
Hey Garfield, can you wait a few months for you kill? Because we got 3 people. Well, we got 18 folks. Let's get like 100 in here first, then start your presentation, folks. I want everybody to be able to hear this.
Nah, in the replay, they'll catch it.
All right. And for everybody that just came in, make sure y'all hit share, like the video, share the video. Let's get this presentation out there. This is gonna be probably the deepest thing y'all have heard in a very, very long time. You know, with Garfield, you got Inherit Haru, you know what I'm saying? You got yours truly on here, you know what I'm saying? With DY, Rocky, man, come on, we got scholars on here, bro. Let's get it, man.
Do this real quickly. This is Yashub. I don't know if he's responding to me or Raw Bond. He mentioned Raw Bond's name and whatever. But he's saying that Luso-African came in waves on the slave trade. In Cartagena, the Portuguese migrants, he said, although each would later be accused of crypto Jewish practices and judged by the Inquisition, at least 4 are known to have initially arrived on slave ships departing from Angola, Sao Tome, and Guinea. His source was David Wheat, page 151, Luso-African.
Hey Garfield, we can barely hear you, fam. Can you talk up a little bit louder or move your mic closer, one of the two?
Actually, on my computer. I don't have my earpiece. Can you guys hear me?
No, let's skip past Garfield.
Let's go to what David Wheat talked about. David Wheat talked about.
See, now this is supposed to be a debate, right? But he already given commentary on his viewpoint about the situation. This is what they do.
Let's go to page 39 first. For the Dutch and for other
skip Garfield
who came from this city, Lisbon, Guinea appears to simply vanish.
So what's being said, meaning that you didn't read the whole thing.
Get to the debate.
Just a little, little bio, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So, well, for those who don't know me, my name is Shawn. On Facebook, it's Inherit Shawn Calfani, member of the Massa Warrior Clan and the Kofi Pi research team. Also a member of the Seshu Mani Metal Nature. So we deal with, ancient Egyptian text, which is the Sesh, or what you may know as the hieroglyphics. That team, we pretty much break down text, and which basically means we translate the text, and we go into the cultural context of the text, and you know, we could dispel some of the misconceptions that way with the metal nature. As far as other avenues, I was writing when I came into the community, so I was doing like some little journal stuff that I got started with Naya, Voices of Fire, and we pinned a couple of articles there. I had something show up on the Amara Squad website regarding debate that was supposed to have transpired between the Amara Squad and Seti and Young Sudo. However, I continue to keep on writing, and then we did a collective book, the Seshu. We did a book rebuttaling or dispelling the myth that the metal nature had not been deciphered, which is written by our dear elder Professor Walter Williams. And from there, I was in Pan-African, the Conscious Community first Pan-African Journal. I wrote an article in that, which is called Killmonger's Corner, Volume 1. Black Panther put that together. And from there, the Kofi Paisai research team, we put together a collective of 3 volumes. I did an independent children's book and a little biography about the last few years of my life regarding from cocaine to consciousness as far as that text. Working on another project as I speak, but I'm in my literature review stage presently. Probably been in the community maybe 5-6 years. Met Garfield a long time ago. Probably been a few places like Kentucky, been in New York, a few other places, wherever the heck him and Monica was at. I probably was with them a long time. But I learned early being around the group, Amara Squad and Garfield and everybody, that methodology was key. So I got some resources from Brother Ben and led me to stay strictly on.
Brother, get to the information. All your life story, put that in a book. We don't want to hear all that. We want to see how you can prove that there's no Israelites in Africa. Not one single Israelite that was on the west coast of Africa was captured. But we got Igbos. We got people from Yoruba. We got people from Benin, Guinea, Ghana, all saying that they're Israelites. Not everybody over there. That's the point we're saying. We're not saying everybody. But if we were immaculated into the area or even to their culture, you don't think they took some of us too?
On the methodology tip, so you always hear them, clowning me about methodology. But that's pretty much how it goes. So that's a little bit about me.
That's dope, bro. We got a few more. We got Mudiwa on here and Ronald Lizardi.
Look at Mudiwa trolling.
Before Shawn dives into your presentation, y'all have an opportunity to do so now. If y'all don't, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We can rock on out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, this I'm good. Ready for the info.
Hey, what's going on? This is Mudiwa Mugabe from Los Angeles, man. Just get straight to the meat and potatoes, bro. Let's get to it.
And see, like I say, this right here, dude backed out. Talking about he didn't. After we had made an agreement, we floated the flyer around for 2 days, and then he want to come back and say, you know what? I don't like the title. But Kyle put the title up anyway. We're Jews on the slave ships. Now watch when this dude start off. He trying to change the whole title of the goddamn debate. Watch this. What these niggas do.
Or appreciate that. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it now. I titled it this way because I'm actually deal with the actual title of the debate here in a second. But this is
one second. Sorry, bro. So we got 107 people in here. We only got 43 likes. So hit that like button before Shawn gets started. Everybody also share this video on your social media timeline, because if you watched it, it gotta be important. So share this with your family, share this with your friends. So hit the share button, hit the like button, and let us know that. Get your popcorn, sit back, and let Shawn do his thing. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, you good. All right, so I titled it this way for a reason, because really it's about debunking a particular myth.
That's him that got that up there. My fault.
So
I'm trying to hide that.
Again, here's some of the works that we have done as the research team, Coffee Pie Side Research Team, and Killmonger's Corner Volume 2. It's all out on coffeepiesidetv.com.
Well, shout out to a brother these brothers out here that's writing books. And the crazy part about it, they don't practice none of these cultures that they're writing in these books, but they want to sit up here and try to tear down the Hebrew Israelite culture. Shawn, you claim you're from Masi tribe. You don't name your kids after the days of the week. You don't bury your dead outside of the front yard. You don't follow their God. None of that shit. So clean up your own house before you even try to come at us.
And Killmonger's Corner is on Amazon, and then Boca's the clothing line that we just launched like last week. So please support. Check that out. This is the actual debate.
There you go, y'all. Did the Jews come to the Americas via transatlantic slave ships? And December 1st or 2nd, he want to change up the flyer. He want to change the flyer up when the goddamn flyer was floating around for 2 or 3 days before the debate.
Yeah, and I changed it up too.
Oh, you remember that, don't you?
Yes, I did this flyer.
Oh, okay. So then I'm like, well, dude ain't serious about the debate. So I ain't even, I'm like, well, I'm do something else. Then I look on YouTube, JJ running. Where he at? I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So y'all gonna put out now it's a publicity stunt, y'all. Like Gucci Man said, it's a publicity stunt. What the hell going on here? So I showed up, even though I had a show to do the same day because he wanted to change the whole goddamn title. Just do the lane. That's why Uncle West burning his books.
Title. As you can see, Jeremiah put a flyer together, and he said, did the Jews come to the Americas via transatlantic slave ships? Him versus me. Now, initially on Monday, there was some contention about the actual title of the debate by me, because if you look at the title and say, did the Jews come to the Americas via the transatlantic slave ship, that all he got to do was show somebody on a boat that was an actual Jew, a white Jew, and then that would answer the question and wouldn't require much information beyond.
I listen. When the title, I was gonna show. I'm showing black Jews, but to secure the victory, right? I was gonna show white Jews on the goddamn ship too. I must have told that to goddamn Garfield and Kyle, and they went back and told them. That's what happened. That's why he got scared. Oh shit, JJ got me in a trick bag. But my whole intended purpose was showing black Jews, but I was gonna show white Jews too. Because the topic and the title is everything.
Beyond that. However, I wanted more clarity on it for him to be specific so that we know that the people were enslaved on those ships. I wanted enslaved on those ships. That really was my only contention about that. However, he said he wanted to do a 2-part debate. Then I was like, okay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to have some type of moral victory or some easy way that you can try to one up me. You know what I mean? And so, he laughed about it. And then, I basically told him how I felt about the title. And then I just left it like that. My whole key word out of the only difference I really had was enslavement. So, I told him I'd even debate him at this particular title just to kind of get him in the room and I can box him in and we can try to get to it. So let me go ahead and move forward. Look, got the time and everything on here. You know what I'm saying? So here's the outline, the research question. And I'm gonna give you the research question again, because this is what I presented to him. And you'll
hold on, one thing. He lying when he said he would debate me on this particular title that was on there, because if he would never had no contention with it after it was out 2 days.
Right.
I had to come back to Karima. He want to change it. I even went back to he want to change the title.
Right.
But then he got back with me. So I was like, man, I'm gonna do something else. Then I look up, I peek on, how you go through your YouTube and you see alerts and shit. And I peek in. Yeah, JJ running. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, bro?
And he jumped on one of your live trolling.
See, what he do?
He jumped on one of the lives. Remember? While you was live trolling me.
Trolling. That's what he do. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, we have to put him out of few groups.
Right. This dude is a troll. Uncle and them got tired of him. They threw him out. Garfield got tired of him shining his shoes, shining his penny loafers. Garfield threw him out. You see? Kofi Pazai over there, he getting tired of him. You gonna burn all your bridges, bro. Then you sit up there and wrote a book about COVID-19. You are not qualified to sell us a book in the community talking about COVID. Real doctors write about COVID. Not some old nigga that eat neck bones that live in goddamn Memphis, Tennessee.
That was trying to get us to take the shot. And he didn't even take the shot. His girl took it, and then he took it later. But he was trying to convince us, and he haven't even took the shot.
He didn't even take it yet. Let's go.
Difference is no different than what he already basically said. I just added the word difference to be more specific. I needed specification because he actually was trying to trap me on the title. I'm gonna show you my method, quick definition of Jews and Hebrews, my opening argument, secondary argument, and conclusion. And to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, all I really needed was one round. I didn't want to do a second round. I wasn't going to do a second round. I really ought a second or third.
That's because you have no information.
Information to go back.
He don't have the information to do a second and third. I'm telling you, when he bring us information, he's gonna say that all these people are Africans.
I'm talking about he don't want to do a second or third round.
Because he's horrible.
What the hell you came here for?
Right. He wasn't even, I'm telling you, I showed up on this debate on the flyer just because he wasn't even ready. And I came in and showed up just because they was out there. Yeah, JJ running and blah. I'm like, what the hell y'all talking about? This dude was crying about the title that was out there for 2 days. So we was like, well, we have to come back to the drawing board and figure it out. Next thing you know, I look up, it's JJ7000 versus Shawn, where the Jews on slave ship. I'm like, what the hell going on?
All I really was gonna do was refute whatever he presented. If I presented,
he didn't have a second and third round. All he was gonna do was rebuttal what I say. You hear him?
If I presented first, then my next rounds, all I was gonna do was dispel his myths. I was gonna put him on the scale and not allow him time to adjust. I don't care if he know this now, he can know it in the future. I don't play fair. I'm going for the swing the first round, and then all the other rounds he got to make up ground
he praising himself
out to me.
He's sassy right now,
huh? This dude ain't beat nobody, bro.
He acted like he got the fucking goddamn upper hand. He ain't even start yet.
It's funny, man. Just listen to his presentation, though. It's garbage.
So here's the research question. This is where I began at it. Were Jews, Hebrew, Israelites, look at me, be more specific in this, enslaved in West Africa and shipped to the New World. That's all that I wanted clarity on, is that we were hunkered down and specific about the title. Not did Jews come to the Americas via the transatlantic slave trade. I'm still refuting the fact about the Jews coming to the America via the transatlantic slave trade, but I'm being specific here. Enslaved in West Africa and shipped to the New World. That's all I wanted clarity on. And it looked like he wanted to run away from that because he started trying to come up with a secondary title and then say we didn't agree or anything like that. I'm not gonna let you run like that. No matter the title, bro, I was gonna show up and I was gonna show my information and my research and let you.
You wasn't gonna show up because you was crying about the title from the gate.
Do whatever you wanted to do.
Well, not from the gate, but once after it was floating around for a couple of days, and they told him how much of an idiot he would to agree to a title like that. Because JJ could just pull up some white Jews that wasn't in charge of good ship Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I laughed at him. I said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna show. I read my mouth. I told Kyle and Guthrie, I said, I'm gonna show black Jews, but just to secure the victory, I'm gonna show them how much it was white Jews controlling the ships. They went back and told him, man. But that's okay. I still whooped his ass.
My hypothesis is when the Holocaust transpired in West Africa, people who called themselves Jews, Hebrews, or Israelites could not have been enslaved and shipped across the Atlantic. People that crossed the Atlantic bound and shackled carried neither a Jewish or Israelite culture. I am of the
See, he already starting out with fallacies. I mean, I'm gonna let it play, but what I'm saying, how do you have proof of what? Who was calling what? Who was connected to what culture or what on the west coast of Africa? When there's oral history of people from Yoruba, the Igbos, they're saying that they came from the east, migrated to West Africa, and some of them are saying they're part of the 12 tribes. You gonna take that away from them, but you're gonna listen to the Masi tribe oral history. They shit wasn't written down in books. You doing biased research, bro.
belief that this identity crisis took shape among Black Christians around the 1800s who wanted to connect themselves to a biblical narrative that became popular in North America around the 16th and 17th century during what some call the Black Judaism movement, which seemed to be a philosophical claim rooted in the beliefs of numerous Hebrew Israelite camps. It's my hypothesis. My method. I will make a clear distinction of who actually crossed the Atlantic via primary, secondary sources using Portuguese, famous chronicler, Arab scholars, as well as show European manifest journals along with newspaper articles, which shows a clear distinction of who these people are. Had I known it wasn't a debate, I would have just loaded up and just exhausted it with a whole lot of other stuff. First, I need to define what a Jew is and what a Hebrew Israelite is, because there's some misconceptions of where we're trying to identify people that actually had to be on the boat. We need to know if these people were enslaved and on this boat. So the definition of a Jew is any person whose religion is Judaism. In the broader sense of the term, a Jew is any person belonging to the worldwide group that constitutes, through descent or conversion, a continuation of the ancient Jewish people who were themselves descendants of the Hebrews of the Old Testament. Black Hebrew Israelite, by name of the original African Hebrew Israelite nation of Jerusalem, African American religious community in Israel, the members of which considered themselves to be the descendants of a lost tribe of Israel. Black Hebrew Israelites hold religious beliefs that differ from those of modern Jewish.
Hey, this guy said Black Hebrew Israelite. He using the Southern Property League name of what they call us. Y'all hear this?
Community Israel.
You hear this shit? Black Hebrew Israelites.
Now, let me try to get a little bit more validity here. The point of contention is the fact that one of the beliefs of the Hebrew Israelite communities is that they are the chosen, or they are descendants of a particular people. They are the chosen people, and they were enslaved and shipped to the New World and dispersed. That's one of their major claims. That is why I was trying to be specific here so that we can have clarity, because this is a myth that is taught among the Hebrew members in the conscious community. So I wanted to deal specifically with one portion of the doctrine. My opening argument. Jeremiah Judah has a belief, not a fact, a belief of how these people on those slave ships identified themselves. Instead of lecturing you, I'm going to kill the whole debate immediately. Those people kidnapped, enslaved, and shipped across the Atlantic, over 10 to 15 million people, were Akan, Wolof, Senegalese, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Iwe, Congolese, etc. Everyone who crossed the Atlantic was enslaved because of how Europeans saw them, not because of what they believed. They saw Africans, not Israelites. They saw Africans, not Hebrews. They saw Africans, not Jews. They saw a people.
All them tribes that he named, I can show you a Hebrew Israelite presence. The Khan, the Wolof, the Senegalese, the Yoruba, the Igbo, the Fulani, the U, and the Congolese. You dead, bro. You dead in the water. All you can, but anybody can do a quick Google search and push the Senegalese Israelites, the Yoruba Israelites, the Igbo Israelites, the U Israelites, the Congolese Israelites. He's dead. Do you understand what I just said? Do it right now. Everybody who's listening right now, put you can tie Wolof to the Israelites. Trust and believe that.
People who was unarmed, ignorant of certain technology. Africans had their own gods before an Arab or European stepped foot on the continent. These people had an understanding of their own natural world before a European or an Arab. So who are these people Jeremiah claims to be enslaved and shipped across the Atlantic?
Was he waiting on an answer? Jeremiah Judah. He dropped off.
Brother Exxon, how you feeling?
Zion.
I'm here.
What's up, brother?
Shalom, brother. What's going on? Apostle, I seen you tonight. No, that boy wouldn't let me on stage. That boy hate me. I don't know what it is.
What you talking about? What's up, eh? Y'all hear me?
Tell him. Yeah, I hear you. Where JJ go?
He fell out.
I don't know. What, you was over there, Sinetta?
Yeah, I was in the chat and I tried to come on the StreamYard because Cube was actually addressing the argument that me and him had on Lions Den.
Zion, he didn't bring you on?
Technically, that whole entire discussion about monkeys was the beef, his retort to what I said to him when he left.
Right.
Remember that day?
Right.
So that's what that was.
Right.
I tried to get on, Sarnetta wouldn't even let me in.
Yeah, he started keeping me in the back, and then he wouldn't allow me to respond to people. So I'm not going to just sit on your show like that, you know? So I left. With it.
Right.
I'm not going to sit over there when people are making comments.
And then he even said it. He said that this
you're
whole
not
discussion
allowed to
started
respond.
from 3 weeks ago. So he actually addressed the fact that the discussion that he was doing, that whole topic, was from a discussion that happened about 3 weeks ago,
right?
Which was our discussion when I smushed his head in about the monkeys and the difference between pro-simians and simians, right? So he ran over to Sarnetta, but Sarnetta wouldn't let me on. I don't give a shit about Sarnetta. I just wanted to address the brother because I had actually challenged him. I don't remember. Y'all remember? You know what I'm saying? Karima, I challenged Q to a debate on it.
Yeah. Sarnetta always wants.
Then he ran over to Sarnetta to have a whole dialogue about it. But even Unc West just smushed them on that shit.
Right.
So yeah, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I tried to jump on like 2 times just to address him. You know what I'm saying? Just to address him on it because I knew that he was bringing up that contention because he left before I was able to before he left before he was able to respond. You know what I'm saying? Um so he went on that show to address my argument that I had with him while I was chopping up his contentions about, you know what I'm saying, the difference between monkeys, hominids, and, you know what I'm saying, and apes. You know what I'm saying? He went over there to try to argue his point. But nobody in that whole entire chat, even the ones who knew special variation and evolution, who support evolution, none of them agreed with him either. So he was just over there looking stupid, trying to say, you know what I'm saying? And here's where he really killed himself. He killed himself when in the beginning of his presentation, he brought up the variations of single-celled organisms. So he brought up bacteria, he brought up archaea, and he brought up eukarya, right? The 3 different genetic DNA genetic single-celled variations. And he said humans come from eukarya, from the eukarya cell. But the eukarya comes from the arachia, and the arachia from the early forms of bacteria. But here's the problem. Eukarya is not arachia, and arachia is not eukarya or bacteria. They're all different, and they're all different variations of a single-celled organism, but they're not, neither one of them can be defined as the other. And so when he comes with this argument that because we come from a common primate ancestor according to evolutionary theory, that somehow that we're monkeys, is absolutely absurd. Because you're a different special variation that did not go down that genetic rabbit hole. You went a totally different direction. And so if you want to even go even further, every single one of us contain RNA that comes from plants. We have plant RNA, and we have, you know what I'm saying, mammal DNA from almost every single, you know what I'm saying, life form that's on this planet. You know what I'm saying, even down to amphibians. We share DNA. So I can, you know what I'm saying, I suppose I can call a person a frog. Or I guess, you know what I'm saying, because they look like a tadpole inside their mother's womb, I guess I can call them a frog, right? I can call them an amphibian. I can call them anything that I want to, because it's all relative, right? See, that's what that argument is called, a fallacy of equivocation argument. And that's what he was doing the whole entire time, because there were early ancestors or primates that proceeded old world monkeys, new world monkeys, which are on a totally different hand than the ape species and simian species that predated them, that became apes and great apes and hominids. He's still going to sit here and try to tell you that you're a monkey. And that's just a fallacy of equivocation argument. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that as scholars. There's no scholar in anthropology who will tell you that humans come from monkeys. Even the term monkey is it's not relative. They're primates, but they're not. We're not monkeys. We're not apes. Apes are not monkeys and not hominids. Monkeys are not apes and not hominids either. So I mean, the brother has a real simple complexity, understanding of complexity issue. He doesn't understand the complexity of these things. So he'll actually call a dog a wolf. Oh, well, dogs come from wolves, so technically they're wolves. You tell that Chihuahua that he sees a motherfucking wolf. In fact, throw the Chihuahua into a wolf pack and see if that motherfucker runs shit, or if it don't become food. You hear me? Y'all still there? I didn't mean to go on a rant.
I hear you.
Yeah. People don't understand what the hell they talking about. Unc was cleaning his ass. He was It was like, you talking about a 400 year, a million year gap. You gonna sit here and tell us we're monkeys, but you ain't gonna tell us about that 400 million year gap. I mean, fuck with Arquez. He was doing all of that tap dancing and shit for that white boy the other night. But they won't put listen, they won't put that white boy dancing.
What is your debate topic?
Huh?
What is your debate topic?
No, what? What? The cube? I wanted to debate.
No, you and Michael Smith.
Oh, I'm not. I don't know about debating Mike Smith.
Don't you supposed to be tag teaming with Apostle?
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Apostle, what was that about?
I'm not doing that. You know, we had
What
gotten caught up in that. We got caught up in that argument. Yeah, we got caught up in an argument with Michael Smith about that shit, but I'm not debating Michael Smith. I'm not debating anybody. It don't make sense to debate anybody. It ain't gonna change nothing.
Did the Son of Mary lie on the Creator? Since you don't see Michael Smith, I'm just gonna tell you right now, what you have is a fallacy argument. It's actually a speculative argument. It's a ridiculous argument because you don't have the book of Jesus, do you? If you don't have the autobiography of Jesus Christ, then you're only going by hearsay testimony, and that is only admissible to a degree. But it still does not stick to the actual person, whether they said it or not. This is what somebody else's account said. And then if you really want to get deep on it, you know, what I'm saying Mark is the actual major book that almost all of the other 4 or 5 books of the Gospels were extrapolated upon. So if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, you got to go to Mark. You can't go to Matthew's. So it's a dumb argument. It's a stupid argument. Did the Son of Mary lie? Did the Son of Mary write Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John? No, nigga. Stop it. Get out of here with them dumbass freaking goddamn contentions. You gotta do better than that, man. We real debaters in here, man. We know how to divide, you know what I'm saying, rightly divide the word. We understand, you know what I'm saying, context. We understand how to debate. You know what I'm saying? And what you're proposing is a fallacy argument off the strength. Stop, man. I don't obey. Nigga, stop, man. You 15, my bro. You get and beat it. Over here in the freaking chat, you know what I'm saying? Where you safe? You know what I'm saying? Throwing stones from behind a glass wall. Come on up,
So
Michael.
Can I ask you a question, or are you gonna argue with
brother.
dude in the chat?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, thank you. I didn't know if you wanted to keep arguing with the dude in the chat.
I really don't. He just, you know what I'm saying? He just pisses me off sometimes. He knows he does.
Okay, so JJ, I just wanted to ask JJ a quick question because I just got word that he was supposed to be replaying.
JJ left the room.
Okay, cool, no problem.
You know
Maybe you can handle it. So what was JJ's purpose in bringing up a video where he clearly did not have an argument that he could prove his premise?
I can't answer that. I can't answer that. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to it. I thought that he had a pretty good premise myself.
You're a Hebrew, so you're gonna agree with that.
He's got to answer that question for you.
Thank you. All right. So you said that JJ.
What was your major contentions? Okay.
I don't have major contentions. He has major contentions. Okay. The problem is his inability to discern and to be truthful. So he wanted to propose that there was fucking Hebrew Israelites, as he argues, that was on the slave ships and then couldn't provide primary evidence of such. He wanted to go by using he really didn't even use any evidence in his argument, but he kept on trying to steer other arguments into one bigger argument, which he couldn't stand on. So he wanted to use me. He wanted to use me to say that in this instance, he wanted to use me to say that I'm changing something on him when he kept on trying to filibuster a topic to argue. Now, this isn't the first conversation or any type of thing that I've had with him. I've had a previous conversation with JJ and his inability to understand what a primary source is and how a primary source kills his whole entire argument and puts into place what actually happened to transpire with another argument that he wanted to have. The problem that I have is that y'all sit here and then act like y'all don't know what primary and secondary sources are and how they kill beliefs.
Brother, I'm a paralegal. I study primary sources, secondary
The
sources.
fuck is the paralegal don't have nothing, bro? That don't have, bro. Being a paralegal, it doesn't have.
Brother, your beef ain't with me.
Well, yeah, what you not gonna do is come on here, and he ain't even lined up his work yet. So you can come back after he lined up his work, and you ain't gonna tell us what we don't know. Get up out of here.
Right. Get out of here with that shit. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? The brother, he over here trying to redirect his argument toward me. I didn't debate him. You know what I'm saying? And he apparently, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I never heard of a fucking goddamn sore winner. So why you feeling some kind of way? You felt you won, but he ain't give me an opportunity to actually, you know what I'm saying, question him on what he just said. Because when he brought up, you know what I'm saying, were there Muslims on that slave ship? So there were Afro-Semitics on that slave ship. There were people who spoke Arabic. We know that, right? And then we have a history, you know what I'm saying, going back, you know what I'm saying, even further into the 1400s, the 14th century, 13th century, where there were Black African converts to Islam who previously practiced Judaism. That's a historical fact. So if you can sit there and not deny that there were Muslims on that slave ship, then you can't deny that there were Jews on that slave ship. What kind of foolishness? Fallacy arguments. Straw man arguments. Red herrings. You can't prove this. You can't prove that. Nigga, can we prove that? Can we prove that there was people who spoke a Semitic language on them slave ships? It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard, but you gonna turn on me before I even get a chance to freaking goddamn ask you a question, brother. Come over here and tell us what the hell we gonna, I don't care. Nigga, I got degrees, man. I'm still in college, nigga.
Yeah, what's up?
Talking about a primary and secondary source. I'll smush your head in with primary and binding authorities, nigga. That's all I do all day.
Yeah.
It's my job.
Something wrong with my goddamn computer. Tell Kramer to start the video back up.
Go ahead, Plus, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Your mic is low.
That's why he jumped on there and mad.
Okay, Kareem, I'm getting a message from JJ.
Oh,
hold on, Zion.
Right.
I got JJ on the phone. Something's wrong with his computer. He wants Kareem to start over.
All right.
Start the video about. Let's see about what minute mark. Let me show you what minute mark. I don't want to hear Garfield and all them. Start at the 26-minute mark.
You said the 26-minute mark?
Yeah.
Zion,
yeah.
You're going to have to stop at a point where you see some bullshit until I can jump back on the goddamn computer.
To the 26-minute mark?
The 26-minute mark. He say, watch it until you see some bullshit and then stop it.
Either one of y'all, stop it. Yeah, like,
Kareem, you got that?
Well, listen, because y'all already caught him on the Muslim thing.
Yep.
So, like I said, man, you started back. The video is called Jeremiah versus Shawn. You just type that in, and the debate come on.
You got that, Kareem? You got that, Kareem?
Kareem got the 26-minute mark? Because she was about to pull it up, I think.
Okay. All right, Jay, she's going to pull it up. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to try to work my way back on.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's rock. Let's see what this goes.
and the money. Here we have the opening to the book letters of the medieval traders. Garfield antenna just went up. International trade depended on a network of personal relationships and mutual confidence. Organization was largely through partnerships based usually on ties of common religion, but often reinforced by family connections. Sometimes the partners of Jews were Christians or Muslims, and the letters show these descendants working together in greater harmony than has been thought, even in partnerships that lasted through generations. Remember now, Muslims was in West Africa way before these Jews. So if these Jews coming down here and they doing business and trade and so on and so forth, why would these people who claim to be Hebrews or Jews be enslaved by these people, sold to another people, and shipped out?
That's stupid right there.
The Portuguese were just learning about.
That is stupid right there. He actually just shot himself in the foot. The Portuguese were just learning about the Arab slave trading business. They had learned the Negro Africans came through. But go slide back just a little bit to that last slide, sister, if you don't mind. Because this nigga fucked up. He actually shot himself in the foot with that first slide right here. Organization was largely through partnerships based usually upon ties of common religion, but often reinforced by family connections. Sometimes the partners of Jews were Christians or Muslims. Oh, so there were Jews. So there were Jews, but their partners were Christians or Muslims.
Exactly.
And
but not only that, Zion, they were Jews that were forced to convert to Christianity or Islam.
Right. Exactly. That goes in the next slide goes to Portugal, where actually this whole situation had began in the 14th century. So he's killing himself right here. His own fucking goddamn slides are destroying his own argument. Go ahead, Sister Karima, let that shit play. This is retarded. I see what you're saying, Jeremiah Judah. I see exactly what you're saying.
Their antenna just went up. International trade depended on a network of personal relationships and mutual confidence. Organization was largely through partnerships based usually on ties of common religion, but often reinforced by family connections. Sometimes the partners of Jews were Christians or Muslims, and the letters show these descendants working together in greater harmony than has been thought, even in partnerships that lasted through generations. Remember now, Muslims was in West Africa way before these Jews. So if these Jews coming down here and they doing business and trade and so on and so forth, why would these people who claim to be Hebrews or Jews be enslaved by these people, sold to another people, and shipped out? The Portuguese were just learning about the Arabian slave trading business. They had learned that the Negro Africans came from a place farther south in Africa than the Portuguese had yet sailed. They learned that Arab traders liked the Negroes better than the Tuaregs and the Berbers from the north because they were more docile and willing to work. Oops, let me go back one slide. Here we go. This is from the chronicler Gomez Inez de Zora. You can look him up. Real person, real being, heavily influenced in the trafficking of Africans. Very early in the morning, because of the heat, a few Portuguese seamen on the decks of a half-dozen 100-ton caravels, the new sailing ships, were preparing on August the 8th, 1444, to land their African cargo near Lagos, on the southwest corner of Algarve in Portugal. This cargo consisted of 235 slaves. On arriving on the mainland, these people were placed in the field. I'm gonna be more specific in a minute. Most of the captives of the 1444 had been taken by the Portuguese in the village, where they, the Portuguese, shouted out, St. James, St. George, in Portugal, at once attacked them, killing and taking all they could. Then might you see mothers forsaking their children and husband their wives, each striving to escape as best they could. Some drowned themselves in water. Others thought to escape by hiding under their huts. Others stole their children among the seaweed, where our men found them afterwards. This venture was the first real venture into West Africa led by La Carte de Freitas, and it's documented. From 1444 onwards, Zoroastria's history mentions in every chapter kidnapping of more and more Africans by Portuguese captains in even more southern latitudes. The technique of these captures was inherited from attacks on Moors in Portugal or in Spain. There was little innovative about it, for this side of the African adventure had not been foreseen by those who began it. That quote is from Zoroastria's work. Being a modern man, Zolita would usually have his slaves vaccinated before they set off across the Atlantic. And by the 1850s, he began to use for the passage steamboats capable of carrying over 1,000 captives. Being a Catholic, he had his slaves baptized before they left Africa. For most of the 18th century, the majority of American slaves were African by birth. I'm gonna say that again for everybody who ain't paying attention. For most of the 18th century, the majority of American slaves were African by birth. For many years, they spoke African languages. Advertisements seeking information about runaways often described them by African origin: young Gambia Negro, new Bunbara Negro fellow, and spoke of their bearing on their bodies country marks, visible signs of ethnic identity in Africa. For anyone who needs to know what visible mark or country markings they're talking about the scarifications, visible signs of ethnic identity in Africa. Okay, is scarifications on Hebrews? Are they identifying themselves with scarifications? Elements of African culture were evident throughout the southern colonies in the 18th century America in the name of slaves in their religions, including in some areas Islam, in their African food, music, ritual, and dance. Forever Free, the story of emancipation and reconstruction by Eric Fauner. Now we're going to deal with Connotations account via enslaving Africans from the interior with Mongo Jack. Earlier, you heard people talking about Luso Africans and all of that, right? Talked about the mulatto, right? They don't like to use the word mulatto. Well, Mongo Jack, if you know anything about the story of Mongo Jack, his affiliation with the creation of a strategy that helped him prepare to get to the interior of Africa was to basically have sex with a West African queen. I think she was she had land, so she pretty much was there. They had a baby together and all of that. His son learned the language, the culture of the people. Boom, he gets into the interior because of the knowledge and the wisdom that he grown through all of that. But he stuck, Mongo Jack's son stuck to him like white on rice and began to take in his way. You know, pretty much the first mulatto slave trader pretty much is Mongo Jack Jr. So accordingly, I returned on board to aid in stowing 108 boys and.
All right. So yeah. All right. So I wanted to bring this up. The brother apparently does not understand what mulatto means. It means half horse, half mule. And that's why it's a derogatory term, because what side is the horse and what side is the mule? You ask that question to a white person, and I'm sure you're going to get an answer that you don't particularly care for. But I wanted to bring this up, you know what I'm saying? And here's his problem, because what he just did, you know, in that one slide is he neglected to state that there were Jews that were persecuted by the Portugal in the 1400s, right? So even in the so he was talking about 1444, but here on December of 1496, King Manuel I of Portugal decided that all Jews must convert to Catholicism or leave the country in order to satisfy a request by the Catholic monarchs of Spain during the negotiations and contract of marriage between himself and his older daughter. He just got finished talking about marriages being for you know what I'm saying, business purposes, you know what I'm saying, or for organizational purposes. He already brought that forth, and he brought that forth in the last statement in the slide where he was talking about the dude Mongo, right? So here once again, what he's doing is he's being disingenuous, because what he's not telling you is that there were many Jewish African Jews that also intermarried with Christians and with Muslims. It said it right there on his own slide. It said it right there, that they intermarried and had these organizational connections with religions and peoples of their regions. And we're talking about, so if he wants to really get deep, going into the interior of West Africa, understand that the interior of West Africa was once called the Kingdom of Judah. The Kingdom of Judah, with the exception of the Limba. General history provides no indication that Black Hebrews might be found in sub-Saharan Africa, but in 1747, British and French map makers charted a Kingdom of Judah in West Africa. Some scholars say the name bears a significance to the biblical Judah, but there is no considerable evidence to the contrary. But he actually just provided the evidence, because he talked about the scarification. He talked about what scarification deals with tribes. And let me tell you, one of the main scarification traditions of the Jews is circumcision. My dude, circumcision. Did you forget about that? You forget about circumcision? That's a mark. That is a scarification tradition. So it's absurd to say, oh, because they identified Africans by their scars. Somehow this detours them from stating that there are actual Israelites. They're actual Israelites that came from the Assyrian and Babylonian expulsions, and we could go in further into that, but I'll hold that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, your argument does not. His argument does not, in one iota at all, take away from the argument that his argumentation is weak. Anybody else? Commander General, I see you on the floor, brother. Saying shalom, Shabbat shalom, huh?
Shalom, family. Shalom.
Khan. So yeah, we just chopping it up on this video. JJ7000 having some technical issues right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna I guess, you know what I'm saying, finish out this video. Do you have anything that you want to add to what was just stated? Did you I think you heard some of what this brother was presenting.
Yeah, I heard some things. But
Come.
ain't really making no major points about the topic of the discussion. So I'm just listening.
Right. All right. Go ahead, Apostle. You have any pointers that you want to add to?
Because it's saying we're Jews on the slave ships, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not denying. He's not actually presenting any facts that there were not Jews on the slave ships.
Right. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that information. You know what I'm saying?
Let's find that. Let's see if he gets there.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Sister Karima. Let it rock.
Girls, the eldest of whom did not exceed 15 years. Each morning at daylight, a cry went through the town announcing the character of their specific trade, which would be carried on during hours of business. One day it was in the hides, another rice, another cattle. When these were disposed of, a time was specially appointed for the exchange of gold, ivory, and slaves. And at the agreed hour, Mr. Orman, Ahmad Bella, and myself locked the doors of the warehouse and traded through a window while our barkers distributed the goods to the Africans, often using their whips to keep the chattering and disputations scamps in order. The Fullah at once wrote down a favorite prayer in Arabic, requiring my spiritual guide that I should commit it to memory for constant and ready use. After a day or two, he examined me in the ritual, But finding I was at fault after the first sentence, reproached me pathetically upon my negligence and exhorted me to repentance, much to the edification of our interpreter, who was neither Jew, Christian, nor Muslim. These are the words of Captain Connote. Captain Connote's story can also be found. He actually documented his entire story in situations with Mongo Jack and how they went into the interior to capture Africans and bring them across, sell them off, and handle his business like that. But his interpreter, Connote's interpreter, was neither a Jew, Christian, nor Muslim. His interpreter was an African.
Straw man. Straw man. Straw man. That doesn't matter.
The Booby people are one out of 50 ethnic groups in Africa from which the African ancestors of most African descendants in the Americas originate. I'm gonna say it again. The Booby people are one out of 50 ethnic groups in Africa from which the African ancestors of most African descendants in the Americas originate. People extracted from the kingdom and forced into the transatlantic slave trade were among 24% of all those exported out of the Bight of Biafra region. In the United States, genealogical research indicates that many African-American families are direct descendants of the Booby people. Moving on. Here we have the articles that I mentioned earlier. These were all pressed and published in newspapers. Here we have one on December 5th, 1780, I think, one. It says, for sale on Monday, the 17th instant on board the ship Jane. So the ship name is Jane. It says John Hewan, may after from Bonnie. Anybody know where Bonnie is located? 620 choice young Igbo Negroes. Young Igbo Negroes.
You mean Hebrew, right? Oh man.
The next one says Martha Bray, November 30th, 1781, for sale on Monday, the 17th of December, on board the Lord Germain, which is the name of the ship. 450 prime Fanti, Ashanti, and Akan, but they say Akim Negroes. So on November the 30th, 1781, you got 450 people, the Fanti, Ashanti, and Akan, but they say Akim, aboard the Lord Germain. All right, this next one is a Unity article. It's just saying they got healthy men and women here. They don't get specific in the news article. Gold Coast slaves for sale on Tuesday the 16th. On board the ship Commerce, Captain Thomas Morton's directly to Gold Coast, a cargo of upwards of 200 prime slaves. Negroes for sale by John and Thomas Morton. You got them again. Here you go to be more specific. Number 2, the cargo of the ship Venus, Captain Bukombe, consisting, because you know they wrote S's like F's back in that time, of 280 prime slaves, mostly, mostly men from the Gold Coast. The sale will be open in a few days upon very generous terms. So now we know we got 2 articles published regarding people from the Gold Coast. Where's the Gold Coast? In Africa. Gambian Negroes to be sold on Tuesday the 7th of June on board the ship Mentor. I ain't even got to read no further, but if I do, it says a cargo of 150 prime healthy young Negroes just arrived in said ship from the River Gambia after a passage of 35 days. So they was on board for 35 days, 150 prime. It says the Negroes from this part of the coast of Africa are well acquainted with cultivation of rice and currently industrious. What are they? I'm gonna read it again. A cargo of 150 prime healthy young Negroes just arrived in said ship from the river Gambia after a passage of 35 days.
It's
The
not
Negroes
definitive. It's
from
not
this
saying they're
part of the
Christians, they're not
coast of
Jews,
Africa are well.
they're not. This is retarded. He's using the term Negro, which is a negative connotation toward Africans by white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? That does not have a definitive a definition of nationality or religious identity. You see the failure of his argument?
It's my phone. It's my phone.
Commander General?
Say that again.
He's still not providing what he's claiming that he's going to prove.
Right.
I think this is disingenuous in itself.
It's what you call, you know what I'm saying, trying to put together information and make the information be something that it ain't.
Niggas just slapping shit together. You know what I'm saying? Anything that doesn't have the word Jew, Muslim, or Christian in it, you know what I'm saying? He's going he gonna slap that together. Put Negro in there, insert Negro, and that somehow means that they weren't Jews, Christians, or Muslims, or Yoruba for that matter. Or he's not even dealing with genetics, because there were many Israelites who have the genetics. Like for me, for instance, I got the J happened on my paternal. You know what I'm saying? But I like 60% of my genes come from the West Coast. How is that possible? How, Sway? How? You know what I'm saying? So what he's not doing is he's not really providing a accurate account. You know what I'm saying, with his sources. He's basically just shooting sources out there that have a general description of people of color that does not define whether they are of a religious or nationalistic group. Just Negro. You're not even saying part of, you know, they bring in slaves from the Gold Coast, but where are these slaves coming from? Are they coming from Nigeria? Are they coming from Congo? Are they coming from Sierra Leone? Are they coming from you know what I'm saying? He's not even that. None of this is definitive of even their national identity, much less their religious identity. So he loses with this argument. It's trash.
Oh, okay, so what's his side of the argument? What is he supposed to be arguing?
He's trying to prove that there were no black Jews that came across in the transatlantic.
Yeah, I mean, because we didn't call ourselves Jews, so they're not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna call like even when we talking about then, you know what I'm saying, this wasn't 1940s. They wasn't those so-called Germans wasn't known as Jews at this time. So what Jews are they talking about?
Exactly.
You
know,
so
he's really not. He's not really providing any substantive evidence to support his argument. What he's doing is he's basically, you know what I'm saying, making fallacies of equivocation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these are Negroes. Do you call yourself a Negro? I mean, you know, we do that, you know what I'm saying, loosely in our homes. I know we do that, but you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
As a term to identify myself, hell no.
Right. This is not what he's, you know what I'm saying? He's not producing a good argument. All right, so let's rock forward. You know what I'm saying? Commander, you got anything else you want to say about this terrible presentation?
But what I am gonna bring out is a little bit of this information from Spain and Portugal, because I see that he's talking a lot about, you know what I'm saying, our family was up in a particular part of the land, but I don't think he understands what he's talking about. I don't even think he relates those so-called Jews that was up in Spain and Portugal to us.
Right. I think that's where the disconnect is.
I think he reads information like that, right? Like in the 1400s, when he reads information like that from the Spanish Inquisition, I think that he think they're talking about the pale skin.
Right. And then the massacre of Judah in Portugal and Spain, when they killed all of those black Jews that were living there.
Yeah, see, and that's the crazy part. Like they dismiss, you know, that part. the black Jews. It's just like when they label us in Egypt, saying in the 25th dynasty, the black pharaohs. Well, what the? I mean, I thought we was all black. I thought we was all black. So just this portion of the pharaohs is just black, or was all of them black?
Right.
We got to the so-called, Ptolemies. Like, what we talking about? So yeah, bro, I understand clearly what you're talking about, bro. Shit, they don't want to talk about. They don't want to have these conversations, man. This is why Yashar is not to be talked to. Do not fuck with the gangbang. When I never gangbang once on nobody's live, man, nobody never heard me say cuz nor blood.
Right.
But I'm a gangbang.
I'm banging for this Hebrew thing, man. They want that work.
Oh yeah, I bangs for the Most High, if that's what you want to call it.
Facts. All right, Sister Karima, you got some sources later for General. You wanted to provide?
Hold on, you see it? I'm gonna let y'all see.
You got it.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna
that's what we call.
I ain't even gonna do no YouTube and no Google.
That's the smush right there, right? He just pulled a whole book out on your ass.
Right. You see that? It says Christopher Columbus and the participation of the who? Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking. Hey, bro, when you talk about the real navigators, I'm gonna show you a little something.
Con. All right, Sister Karima, let's let this rock, man. Let's let this boy shoot himself in the foot.
Acquainted with the cultivation of rice and are naturally industrious. This is a news article regarding the yacht Wanderer. I'm not going to read all of this, but this was in June 1857. They're saying the Wanderer was pretty much a ghost ship. It really didn't a yacht. It really didn't have anybody on it, but it was running cover for a ship that actually did have our ancestors on it. Now, there was a trial about this. It ended up being published in the newspaper, and the more specific part is the very last sentence in this. It says, many of the Africans have been seen and identified as natives of Africa. So when these people were seen, where they were seen at, you want me to be a little bit more specific? You're talking about the island of Jerko, the Long Island or whatever this, like in South Carolina.
Yeah. Hey, Shawn,
all right.
I do want to make an announcement. We have a special guest on the panel.
Oh, you mean the island where the Geechee Gullah community is that speak Hebrew?
The infamous,
is that what he's talking about?
The ever-running Jeremiah Judah came back. He just left again.
Bro, he just left again, bro. He just left again.
All right. Let me go. All right. All right, so here's a page from the Law Book of Black Prince. I didn't get too specific, but you can find it in the library, the BBC library, and it talks about the actual voyages, and it tells you the people's first names, of course, which they really couldn't make out. And of course, slave voyages ties right back into that as well. Now, to be a little bit more specific here, the departure that Blake had ambiguously recorded, in fact, put the departed very much in jeopardy. According to the understanding the African captives brought to the occurrence, for it was marked by the absence of traditional mortuary ritual, a distressing failure to act. If the prescribed ritual was not performed, death threatened to have far-reaching consequences for both the deceased and the living. Nowhere was it truer than in the Atlantic, where the most central element of mortuary practices was lacking, earth. Anybody familiar with the Tomboros presentation? This was in my presentation I did on the Masi, where it's a journal that inscribes these African people, how many of the people, where they departed from, how it went down. These are actual accounts. And it's actually in the National Library. So this is Captain Blake's journal, which is still what I'm referring to. He says on the 20th of January, a man received from Wayimba, thin and consumed to nothing, and so die. And then they said they reprieve of 5 days. So they basically chilled out for 5 days. On the 5th day, they received a woman from the same place in West Africa. Wasted nothing, and so died. Then a lapse of 12 days went by. This is, Captain Blake's journal is telling us his day-to-day life in West Africa, docked off to the ship, and every other day they were bringing new people aboard the ship pretty much until they began to set sail. Now, he says, Africans, well, let me give it to you just like this. Africans have encountered Jewish myths and traditions in multiple forms and under a number of situations. The context and circumstances of these encounters produce a series of influences that gradually led, with some African societies, to the elaboration of a new Jewish identity connected with that of the diaspora. That comes from Bruder and that work. I know y'all got that work. But this is pretty much where all this little myth making comes from. My conclusion, based on the available data, Africans boarded those ships, nothing more, nothing less. Ship manifests, news articles, and chroniclers did not see a Jew or a Hebrew in the African whatsoever. They saw phenotypically of people who did not look like them, nor the Arab. Regardless of being Christianized before boarding the ship, that did not stop enslavers from hauling anyone off the west coast of Africa over a religious belief that honestly was foreign to Africans who geographically are not the descendants of a biblical narrative. Here are my sources. I got another page to go. But if you're watching it, screenshot it, critique it, get to it, pull. I'm loaded. More sources.
Does JJ come back in after this, Karima?
Let me get the error out the way. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's rock with.
And that's how I'm in it right
Judas.
there.
His retort. He had a whole lot of holes in that statement, especially that last conclusion.
And if Jeremiah want to hop back on and get the business, he's more than welcome to go ahead and run his spiel. I went a whole different angle than what I could have to beat him up. I feel like this would be more fun.
Man, Jeremiah, if you don't come back on here, bro, you will now be the yellow Hebrew. Matter of fact, you will be the Hebrew. You will be the running man. You will be. You're not
to not enslave.
He came back.
Yeah. For the audience. It describes West African Jewish communities which were connected to known Jewish communities which were expelled from the Middle East, North Africa, or Spain and Portugal and immigrated. He did not go to these places. He listened to traders and he
It's my turn.
My bad. Let me spit up. Go ahead.
30 minutes. My turn.
Jeremiah, you gotta maintain some type of order,
like
bro. We're gonna give you opportunity.
Okay, how long did he get to go? 30 minutes.
Bro,
he was going for like a whole hour, son.
Just maintain some order. I'm trying to introduce you, bro. You can't even allow me to even do that. Show some damn decorum, bro. Like, I'm trying to let people know Jeremiah Judah just came in, and I was trying to make a little segue for you. You ain't gotta do this kicking the dope thing, bro. You ain't gotta do that over here, but we allow you to speak. So Jeremiah Judah is here. He wants to defend himself. And at this point, Shawn,
they didn't allow me to speak.
At this point, you already have started your presentation.
But that's all right.
You want to allow this brother to provide his sources and y'all engage in dialogue. Because if so, I'm kicking everybody off the platform.
He's free. He's free to go, bro. I'm muted.
All right, cool. I'm kicking everybody off the platform. So I'm no offense to all y'all other guys, but
you gotta kick him, bro. No. Don't kick him. Keep everybody. You ain't gotta kick him. Go, Jeremiah.
Everybody on here, bro.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
No, we need everybody off. I don't want to deal with nobody but you.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna put y'all in the waiting room. Y'all can still listen from right there where y'all at. Y'all can't get in if you something that y'all
okay.
They look like he about to go to work, son.
Ain't no disrespectful type of thing. I just want to make sure this is fair, a fair dialogue. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. So now we have Jeremiah Judah.
Now, this is what we finna do, everybody.
All right. So what we will do you want to just dive into like your round, or you like Shawn went for a minute, right? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to just do like 10 minutes or something? Will we let you
Bro,
go?
He trying to
I'm gonna go
control
about 15,
Jeremiah's
20 like
argument.
he did. Let me come on, bro.
I mean,
I
but like,
sat there
Nigga
and
was like
listened to
going
him.
for like
Y'all listened to
45
him.
minutes to
He
a
didn't
half to
prove
an
nothing.
hour.
All he did was talk about some Africans. He ain't proved nothing.
Right.
He ain't proved that. He
right.
didn't prove that none of them came on the ships. I mean, it's my turn, bro. Because y'all forced. Because let me tell everybody.
Mike, it is your turn, bro. But you ain't gotta do that, bro. You on mute, bro. You ain't gotta do that. We're gonna let you go. So we're gonna let you go. So we're gonna give Jeremiah 15 minutes for the first round, and then Shawn's gonna be able to rebut his information, and then we'll give you 15 minutes again, and then we'll conclude after that, Jeremiah. And then
Bro, I'm finna end this debate, and I gotta go do my show. So I'm finna end this debate. He said it wasn't no. He said it wasn't no. The title of this debate, everybody, is "Did the Jews?" Come on, bro.
I'm telling you, 15.
So what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, bro. You gonna be.
Bro, your 15 minutes starts now. That's all I was saying. Go.
15 minutes.
Unmute your mic.
Get out of here. Get out of here,
All right,
man.
everybody. Now, this is what I'm gonna get out the way first. The title of this debate is: Did the Jews come to the Americas via Atlantic slave ships, transatlantic slave ships? All right. This one was agreed upon. All right. It was out for 2 days, and then he wanted to change the title. And as you can see how Kyle got the title, this guy got a title differently. You see what I'm saying? But what we're gonna do, first I'm gonna prove to you that the Jews is black. All right. We're gonna go with Richard Henry. All right. Richard Henry has proof that the descendants of the black slaves who left West Africa are descendants of the biblical Israelites. He said that people falsely believe that the paternal haplogroup J is a haplogroup that came from Abraham. But Henry states that the E1B1A is a haplogroup that not only Jacob had, but also his 12 sons. The paternal haplogroup is passed on from father to son, and the maternal haplogroup is passed from mother to daughter and from mothers to sons, since males get 2 haplogroups, which females get only 1 haplogroup. Only men will be found with the haplogroup E1B1A, but the woman's father has this haplogroup. Then she is an Israelite as well. Jacob passed his haplogroup E1B1A to his 12 sons and became the nation of Israel. The Bantu males of Africa also have a haplogroup E1B1A in abundance and are descendants of the biblical Israelites. Scientists have claimed that there was a Bantu expansion in Africa. We all out through Africa. I don't know why this brother trying to act like some Portuguese brought us over here and just converted everybody. That's a damn lie. I'm gonna show you that here in a minute. The reality is that the Bantu expansion was the scattering of the Israelites on the African continent. See, now the Ashkenazi Jews are not the descendants of Abraham unless they have a paternal haplogroup E1B1A, which they have hardly ever had. They use the haplogroup most common to them and force it upon us to prove that they are descendants of the biblical Israelites, which deceives many people, says Richard Henry. Based on DNA science, most Ashkenazi Jews are not descendants of biblical Israelites. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see. All right, now the middle, now we're gonna go to that. We're gonna go keep it moving. All right, hold up. Now this is some of the people. Now the following list are various tribes throughout North, South, East, and West Africa who are descendants of Hebrew Israelites. You got Israel, Palestine, Ethiopia, the Tutsi, Uganda, the
Your screen not sharing.
What are we doing?
Your screen not sharing.
Your time, Jeremiah. So it's gonna be fair. First of all, your screen is not sharing, and your phone's breaking up, or your camera breaking up. Whatever you got going on there.
The Beni Ephraim, the son of Ephraim, the Yoruba in Nigeria. I'm just going to the land I'm
trying to make it fair for you, brother.
Come on, Professor. I'm gonna give you my sword. I don't need to share no screen, bro. I'm gonna give you a sword.
Hear you, bro. You don't understand what I'm saying? Like, it's breaking up. We can't hear you. It's staticky. Do you have another headset that you can use, possibly? Okay, well, continue. This 15 minutes, man. This your 15 minutes.
No. I'm gonna do. I'm sending the link to my email. I'm gonna jump on my computer. I'm on my phone.
Okay, I'm stopping your time right now, sir.
Hold on, let me read something real quick before you go. I want to read it. I'm gonna dead this real quick. Because see, everybody, what they're saying is that the Picasso people are the enslavers of the Jews. But let me tell you something about Picasso. The Picassos are really nothing but stolen children of the tribe of Judah who were brought up in the house of these Portuguese enslavers. And they were taught the ways of the Portuguese. And what they did, they sent these Picasos out to go out and help them enslave other Jews. And I'm going to show you that when I come back. I'm going to show you that. Can you hear me clearly now? Can you hear me clearly now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you. Yeah, I don't know what you just said, bro.
So it's clear?
No, it's not clear. It's not.
I'll be right back. I got 20 minutes to dead this shit, and I got to go do my show. I'll be right back.
Can you show your sources too when you come back?
Yeah, I'm sharing it. I'm gonna tell you them at the end. I'm gonna tell you when I read. I'm gonna share my sources. You can write them down. You can write them down, bro. We're not gonna play this like you. Look. I'm gonna read them to you. You can write them down, and you can go find them. But you need to see a picture.
No,
all right, I'm gonna share my sources. Because what I heard from Shawn, he had not proved that none of these people are Israelites. He just read a bunch of garbage. So when I come back, I'm gonna show you about the Mikados, about how they use the children of Jews. You see what I'm saying? The family of Yahya, I'm gonna show you from 1022 AD, we had Israelite dynasty. Over in Portugal, they had a place called a city they call the Negro City. See, I'm not gonna tell you about this. So when I come right back, I want my 10 more minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be send me the link to my email. Jeremiah with 2 eyes, Judah06 @gmail.com. Go ahead and send it to that family.
Man,
I practice it myself. I do that.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, it's in your face.
But then also, everybody, like I said, the name of this debate is who's going to slave ship. I want to remember that.
Bro, look, I'm kicking you off so you can come back in, okay? So come back in, fam. Come back in. Oh, my God. That's painful, bro. Oh. Okay. Shawn,
folks at all. This is what be united as an African. Study all these different African.
No, I'm just gonna be speaking, and I got my notes.
That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable.
All right.
We don't allow that on the Dagger Squad. We deal with sources here, and I'm
gonna tell you. You can look up my sources. I'm gonna read my sources.
We don't do that, bro. What type of where did you learn this from?
Well, hold up, bro. Look. I don't come on here for a clown show, bro. If you want the information, I'm gonna give it to you.
My brother, do you have a presentation?
All right, man. Let me send you my PowerPoint. God damn. All right, here go my PowerPoint. Here's my PowerPoint. Right there.
So why don't
you see that? It's on this computer.
Hold on. So
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it because y'all playing games. I'm gonna send it to you. Who the judges, by the way?
JJ. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second.
Oh man, I'm not with all this, bro. I'm gonna send you my PowerPoint. I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm not doing no debate with no dude showing no sources, bro.
Garfield is freaking trash, man.
I'm not doing that, bro.
I got it.
That nigga's trash. Garfield is mad trash.
Yeah, I said that. He was all in the way in the debate.
You see what I'm saying?
He could have pulled the sources up to show he just ignorant.
Yeah, he just being ignorant right now.
Let me send you my PowerPoint. Give me an email.
Okay, send it to Kyle. And let Kyle do it.
Because see, really, like I say, I'm doing this on the fly because, like I say, everybody, hey, he jumped from the original title.
You always trying to make excuses, though. Why you always trying to make excuses?
Bro, ain't no excuse. I'm finna whoop his ass and I'm finna go do my show. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read you the source and tell you where the slave is at.
He didn't have to have no source. This dude is crazy, man. When me and JJ was going after that white boy couldn't pull up no sources, and he was like, "Nah, it's okay. Just send it to me. Send it to me in an email."
Right. And then one of the sources was his own self.
With his own self. It's crazy, man.
Go ahead, sis.
This one source will kill the whole debate about the Locatos. That's the source, and it's going to show you that they had them on slave ships. Not only that,
I guess you watched the beginning of the show, huh?
You know that wheat story, ain't you?
Oh man, he gonna bring out that David Wheat source. I bet you he bring it out. You know what? Let him do what he does.
So why are you even if you're supposed to be, this is what I'm saying, you're supposed to be non-biased, why are you even making your commentary on there, man?
All right, go ahead.
We don't do this on the lines then, but I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna send you my damn PowerPoint, and then I'm gonna whoop his ass.
That's right.
I'm gonna go do my show.
I'm on your side, JJ.
I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm gonna show. Give me the email address.
Oh man.
I'll play with y'all.
Would you prefer for me to show you how to share your screen, sir?
You can't share from that computer. It's a special computer.
Computers, bro. It's on my PowerPoint is on this one.
But that makes sense, right? So why is it not on
I don't have a camera on this one. So I like I said, I didn't transfer it over to this one yet because dude did not make an agreement to do the damn debate until today.
So why didn't you come
stop
on?
playing with me? Let's get this debate over with so I can go do my show.
You have email, like email it to yourself, bro. It'll be in your email, then download it to your other computer, and then you can share your screen.
All right. Let me email it.
So if you got like
wait a minute.
Y'all gotta understand, he's not just going against Shawn, he's going against all of them.
Right. Wait a minute, who the judge is, by the way? Is Garfield the judge?
Nah, I'm biased. I'm picking you. I'm picking you to win anyway. So
I ain't got time. Who the judges?
I'm picking you.
Who the judges, Kyle?
Kyle, you need to bring the judges back on so they could judge properly.
I want to know who they is.
I want the names and numbers.
Better be some Hebrew. It better be a couple of. If it's 5 judges, it better be a couple of Hebrews.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it, bro. I agree with you. I'm voting for you automatically. So my vote is for you. I'm biased.
I'm a judge. And I just converted.
Let me just say something real quick.
I'm biased. I think it's funny style.
Let me say something real quick.
That nigga funny style as fuck, yo. You trying to patronize him and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit.
All right. Then I'm gonna see you my PowerPoint. But let me say something real quick. All right. Now these Locatos that the Kyle's always talking about.
Yeah, talk about it. Bring it.
Now these Locatos were basically they're Jews, right? They were enslaved by the Portuguese Christians, right? The Portuguese Christians, and what they did, they took these Locato Jews and they raised them up in their house to go against the other Jews. Yaya. Have you heard of Yaya? I'm gonna point it out to you. Yaya. But see, Joffrey, if you're a moderator, you ain't supposed to be saying nothing.
You know what? Let me jump off. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Right. Whoever did this in your debate. Look, right there. The people, watch this. The people of Salih, Berticia, and Tamkur were predatory inquisitions in the land of Lamlam and carry away its inhabitants captive to their own country, where they are purchased. Look at this, where they are purchased by the merchants who travel here and transfer them to other countries. This is what the Portuguese is saying. They took these Jews and transported them to other countries. All right. So look, I don't even need this. That right there kills the debate, bro. But listen, let me go through my list of all of us all out through Africa. All right. The Hebrew communities in West Africa, although many of us have not been taught this, the Hebrew faith is rooted in Africa. Judaism was a cultural appropriation of Africa's spirituality. 2 French travelers from the 18th Conrad Maltese, Brun, and James Gates traveled around Africa during the time of the slave trade and documented the tribes in Africa. While traveling through the kingdom of Longo, which is present-day Congo, they came across Black Jews. See, I'm gonna establish the presence of the Jews first, and then I'm gonna show you again where they were shipped off. And then, like I said, the title of the debate is, were the Jews on these ships? So then I'm gonna show you the white Jews that were on the ships just to secure the win. Because we go by titles around here. Title means everything. Right? Now,
you already won.
in present day Congo, come on, bro.
No, I'm saying you already won, man. Like let's do this to get.
I'm reading my bro. Just be quiet. Shh.
Are you gonna share your screen? I thought you were gonna send me the email.
Bro, I don't need to. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read you this. I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
You don't need this. As long as I'm telling you my sources, write it down and look it up. That's all you gotta do.
You're right. I apologize.
Damn, bro. What's so hard about that? We're supposed to be learning here. Write the notes down and let's keep it moving.
Teach me some shit, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Now, throughout the kingdom, as in present-day Congo, they came across Black Jews in their book, A System of Universal Geography, or a description of all parts of the world. They write, the kingdom of Longano contains Black Jews scattered throughout the country. They are despised by others. They don't even eat with them. They are occupied in trade and keep the Sabbath, the Sabbath, so strictly that they don't even converse on that day. They have separate burying grounds, very far from any habitation. The tombs are constructed with masonry and ornamented with Hebrew inscriptions. The European Jewish newspaper known as the Haaretz, Haaretz, published documents from the Portuguese travelers who wrote about what they saw in the synagogue. I'm telling you, bro, we all over Africa, man. I don't know why you playing games. During the time of the slave trade, the Portuguese traveler said this: some of the people here believe in Muhammad because that was forced upon them, all right? But the majority are idol worshippers, meaning a lot of us lost our way. When, that's the reason why a lot of us in 722 BC was taken by the Assyrians, because we start idol worship, all right? But listen, the majority are idol worshippers. They wrote the nameless Portuguese navigator. In this land, there are Jews known as Gauls, and they are Black, like the rest of the inhabitants, but they have no synagogues. All right, let's go to let me give you a whole list. Like I say, we got the Ashanti and Ganaga. We got Zafim Ibrahim, that's in the Malagasy Republic. All out through Africa, we got Israelite presence. We got the U and Ui in Ghana, which is EWE. I know I ain't pronouncing that right. The Igbo also stake claims to this in Nigeria. The Lam in Timbuktu. The Katsina in Nigeria. The Abadia in Uganda. All right. Now the Igbo Jews in Nigeria, courtesy of Chika Udu. This is an Igbo scholar. I got the shit wrote down, bro. All you gotta do is look it up. An Igbo Jews in Nigeria, courtesy of Chika Adu. For whatever reason, just check this out. The White House memo dated Tuesday, January 28, 1969, to President Nixon, former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, describes Igbos as the wandering Jews of West Africa. See, even your own government knows this. But y'all want to play games and say we ain't got no president there, or we ain't there. They telling you. So you're gonna hear and listen today. The wandering Jews of West Africa, gifted, aggressive, westernized at best, envied. We envied by their neighbors in the Federation. Source, here go the source. Foreign Relations Document, Volume E-5, Documents on Africa, 1969 and 1972. See White House memo here, https://201 through 209, state gov RPA FRUS/Nixon/EI/55258.htm. Go look it up. According to the 17th century Arabic historical document called the Tarikh al-Fatish and the Tariq al-Sudan, many Hebrew communities existed all out through West Africa. I know you don't want to hear this. I know it's hurting your feelings, but too bad. Now, the Tariq al-Sudan recorded by, here's another source. Abraham, Abderrahman bin Abdullah el-Sadiq, translated by O. Hadash
stated that a Jewish community was formed by a group of Egyptian Jews. Now we got the Egyptian Jews. I can take you all out through Africa. I'm gonna show you Jews everywhere. Then I'm gonna show you the source that said they was on them ships, according to the Portuguese, like I just did. This debate's over, man. But here we go. Egyptian Jews had traveled to the West Africa through Chad. See also Al-Qaeda, Tariq al-Fattash, 1600s. The historian, Leon Africanus. Now this is the guy that named your whole continent Africa. The one y'all love so dear to your heart. I'm an African. All right? Traveled throughout the south of Sahara in Africa and came across many Black Hebrew communities. Now I know y'all gonna listen to your godfather. He the one that told you was African. All right? Now let's keep it moving. 7,000 got sources coming out the wazoo. You see? In 1492, the Emperor Axika Muhammad came to power in Mali. Now we're going to Mali, everybody. I'm gonna take you to Ghana, Mali, Timbuktu, goddamn Uganda, the Congo. We all over. Stop playing with us, Hebrews. We ain't got time for y'all no more, man. You gonna eat this truth up and deal with it. Accept it. Stop trying to discredit this truth. Now, in 1492, the Emperor Axika Muhammad came in power in Mali and previously tolerant region of Timbuktu, like I just told you, and decreed that Jews must convert to Islam or leave, just like they did in Spain and Portugal when they kicked them out, and a lot of us went to North Africa, then we traveled down to the West. And then the Portuguese sent people in there to come and bring them back and put them in slavery and send them over in ships. Just like I said, the people of Salih, Berticia, and Tomkirk made predatory inquisitions to the land of Lamland and carried away the inhabitants captive in their own country, where they were purchased by the merchants who traveled there and transferred to other countries, Shawn. Yeah, all right. I know y'all hate the truth because it's coming from me. I know you do.
Rock on now, bro.
I know you do, because 7,000 bring you the truth. All right? Now don't try to look. Hold on, bro. You agreed to this title. You agreed to this title. So since you want to put the title up there, let me just kill the title real quick.
Go ahead and kill it on out, man.
I'm gonna kill the title. I'm gonna kill the title, y'all. You agreed to it. Watch this. All right. Watch this. All right. Here we go. Okay, in Tunisia, while it is regarded as merely a myth for many years, appearing in several written and oral versions, something striking occurred in the year 880 CE that left an imprint on Jewish consciousness for centuries to come. One day, a small, very dark-skinned Jew named Eldad showed up in the Jewish community of Kairan in modern-day Tunisia. Modern-day Tunisia. See that? All right. Modern-day Tunisia, claiming to be descended from the tribe of Dan. All right? He related fascinating accounts of his life and customs of this majority of the Jewish people who had disappeared, or of particular interest was the knowledge he claimed to have early religious law and the archaic Hebrew he spoke. He spoke the archaic Hebrew. Huh? From this point onward, the existence of the 10 lost tribes was regarded as a fact, whose validity could be tested in reality. Where do the lost tribes reside? Perhaps in Central Asia or Equatorial Africa. That's in Hartez, the paper Haretz, September 4th, 2013. Let me keep going. Hold on, I got some more for you. I got some more. Okay. This is the source. Watch this. All right. Source. Can you see the source?
Bring it out.
Hold up. Watch this. Source. Black Jews. The religious challenge or politics versus religion. Cambridge University. Now Jeremiah Jew is going to some of the top colleges that they got in the United States. You know, like Oxford, Cambridge, Yale. You know what I'm saying? 7,000 getting the sources from everywhere. See, Shawn, I told you made a mistake when you got in the ring with me, but your ego just wouldn't let you just fall back. Now look at this. In Cambridge University, page 233, historical references.
Judaism and Christianity present in West Africa before the transatlantic slave trade. J. Leddington Wilson was a missionary for 18 years in Africa. In his work, West Africa, its history, conditions, and prospects, in London, 1856, he states that in Semi-Gambia, religion was a mixture of paganism, Judaism, and Islam, and that it is difficult to define the areas of influence of each of these three religions. In northern Guinea, paganism and Judaism were closely intertwined. See that? Paganism and Judaism were closely intertwined, and in the south, there were more traces of Christianity. He based his conclusion on the existence of some customs which seems to him to be remnants of Judaism, like circumcision, the division of tribes in 12, which seems to, in large families, the strict prohibition of marriage between families that were closely linked, sacrifices which include smearing blood on the altars. Oh, that sounds pretty familiar, don't it? And the lintels of the doorway, periods of mourning, which involve shaving of the head, you know, and wearing dirty sackcloth clothes, possession by demons. Yeah, we believe in demons. We know they're real. And purifications. Clean yourself out.
Hey, Jeremiah, time.
No, you let Shawn rock for about 30 minutes, man. Don't try to cut me off.
It was 20 minutes, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, before I came on, he was on for 30 minutes. Bro, come on, stop it.
You know what?
It's a presentation. You don't even have judges, bro. Let me rock.
Go ahead. Keep on going, bro. Keep on going.
But y'all don't want to hear the truth.
It's
possible that in West Africa.
Jeremiah, I'm going to give you 5 more minutes, okay?
All right, cool. It is possible that in West Africa, the Ashanti of the Gold Coast have been influenced by Judaism, and there are traces of some of this in their belief and custom. All right, you got 5 more minutes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this like I've been doing. What else we got here, man? See, Shawn? All right. Now these are the white Jews that were on the slave ships, because the title of this, as Kyle got it on there, were the Jews. He didn't, I don't know what Shawn doing, he didn't put his own title up there, but we know the truth. All right. Now the DeWolf slave trade. Yeah. The DeWolf family fortune was built on the buying and selling of human beings, right? The DeWolf slave trade brought in enslaved from the west coast of Africa to auction blocks in Charleston, South Carolina, in the southern U.S. ports, to Havana, Cuba, and other ports of the Caribbean, to their own sugar plantations in Cuba. And his own home, James DeWolf owned a rum distillery, and he and his family started both a bank and an insurance company, all the profit to even further from the slave trade. These were Jewish people, Jews, converts. They were on the slave ships. They even sent a family member to establish an auction house in Charleston, South Carolina, where many of their slave voyages ended up. These are the Jews on the slave ships, along with the black ones. The ones that I showed you earlier with the Portuguese and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I showed you that. All right. Now in 1790, in the early 1800s, DeWolf and his brothers virtually built an economy in Bristol, Rhode Island. Many of the buildings they still funded stand today, and a stained glass window that St. Michael's Episcopal Church bear DeWolf's name to this day. Across the generations, their family had included state legislators, philanthropists, writers, scholars, and Episcopal bishops and priests. You see what I'm saying? There go some of you Jews. All right. In 1789, James DeWolf commanded a voyage of the 2 mass sailing ships, Polly from Bristol, a slave trading post. There's your Jews on the ships, all right, of west coast of Africa, where they purchased 142 enslaved men and women. He then set sail across the Middle Passage to the West Indies. For about 2 weeks in the voyage, a middle-aged enslaved African woman, whose name is lost in history, was seized with smallpox. Basically, what they did to her, they threw her off the ship. I think they tried to get him in trouble for that. But these are the sources is J Country, the Notorious Triangle, Rhode Island, and the African slave trade, 1700. You see what I'm saying? I got sources. I got a lot. Man, come on, man. I don't play. But if you want to hear more, hey, I got more. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, the title of this debate, were the Jews, did the Jews come to the Americas via transatlantic slave ships? I showed you white Jews. I showed you how the Portuguese, after they got mad at the Locatos, they enslaved them and sent them out. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to hear more, I can keep going. Or if you want to let Shawn get in and put you to sleep, just say aye.
You got
You
two
know what
more
I'm saying?
minutes.
I can keep going.
You got 2 more minutes. Keep on going, JJ. Keep
Thank you. Cause I know you out there want to hear Shawn put you to sleep. Hey, I was asleep just peeking in on them, you know. I got a couple more minutes in my show getting ready to start. Now in sub-Saharan Africa, you can find Judaic tribes in Ghana, Nigeria, Mali, Uganda, Cameroon, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and even South Tomo and other countries. Source, Edith Bruder. There's another source. These dropping sources. The Black Jews of Africa, history, identity, and religion. Bruder said many of the Black Hebrew tribes that were documented claim that their ancestors migrated from Israel and Yemen. All right, these West African countries that have Hebrew communities are the same countries that African Americans were kidnapped from. You hear me? Let's roll. Let's go over that again, everybody. All right, we go. Hey, class, take a picture. Write a note, because JJ dropping goddamn. Hey, he dropping. I just put it like I don't want to cuss on your show, Kyle and Garfield. The Black Jews of Africa, history, identity, religion. Bruder said many of the Black Hebrew tribes that were documented claim that their ancestors migrated from Israel and Yemen. These West African countries that have Hebrew communities are the same countries that the African Americans kidnapped from. Whoa! That boy, I tell you, you just got your ass whooped. I don't know what you're talking about. During the Atlantic slave trade. I know y'all don't like 7,000. If somebody
hey, I had to cut you out, Jeremiah. You going in too hard, bro. Time. Hey, thumb up the video. Jeremiah, I muted you, bro. You're not even, nobody can hear you. Yeah, you muted, bro. Your time's out. Your time's over, bro. Shawn, unmute your mic, fam.
He should, if you want to go
one
another.
more, then I'm gonna be quiet. All right?
Yeah. Let him
I got
go.
sources for days. All right. So we're gonna listen to Shawn put us to sleep. He gonna have to debunk anything I said. All of what I said.
Relax, fam. Relax.
See, JJ stayed on
keep
topic.
The pace of the conversation, bro. Shawn has to defer his time back to you, so you can. He said you can go until you get tired. So.
All right, cool. I know he want to try to write it down and debunk it. Now, all right, ladies and gentlemen, as Garfield will say, ladies and gentlemen, I like when Garfield say that. Ladies and gentlemen, well, all right. In the book, The Great Roman Jewish War, 66 to 70 AD. Everybody smiling, children out there in the conscious community world. Listen to 7,000. Matter of fact, they call me Dr. 7,000. I'm like Dr. Reggie now. Call me Dr. Judah. Yah. All right? The Roman historian Flavius Josephus, y'all love him. Y'all love him because I hear you talking about it. Stated over 1,000 years ago that the Israelites migrated into Africa. He writes, General Vespasian and his son Caesar Titus fought against the Jews. Millions of Jews fled into Africa, among others, places fleeing from Roman persecution and starvation during the siege. All right, now, let's see. Hold on, let's go to Somalia, man. I just got this, man. God damn. Well, hey, look, hey man, come on, man. Take that down. Take that down, bro. It's my turn. That's not me. Take that down. Who got that up? Yeah. All right, now let's look at Somalia, everybody. The Yibir, Y-I-B-I-R. I'm taking to North, South, East, and West Africa, all over Africa. You hear me? Now, the Yibir are a tribe that lives in Somalia, Eastern Ethiopia. Now this is a hard one. Djibouti. I hate to butcher it. Djibouti. I know y'all African scholars over here know how to pronounce it. And northern Kenya, though they have been Muslims for centuries, some of them are descendants of Hebrew Israelites who arrived at the Horn of Africa long before the arrival of Somalia nomads. These individuals assess that Yibra means Hebrew. They say this. Y-A-B-R-R says Hebrew. And that's in their language. That's
Get rid of what Jeremiah Jews. All right. Yeah, that's
Job ben Solomon. All right, let me go. I'm telling you, I got sources for days.
Get rid of that.
Everybody out there in the viewing audience, I hope y'all taking notes.
Freeman, get rid of that.
Because Shawn cannot debunk any of these people that I'm talking about. He gonna don't try to do El Dead to Dynamite and all that. I already know where you're going. You can't debunk that. All right. Now, Balad El Sudan, the historical president of Jews of Africa, is well attested. Today, the descendants of these Jews live in the nations such as Sierra Leone. That's Brown Davis. That's by Brown Davis, Nigel, Jewish merchants in Sierra Leone, 1831 through 1934. This is a source. Journal of Sierra Leone Studies, Volume 6, Edition 2, 3 through 110 URL. Now, Sierra Leone, also in Liberia, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, and many other areas, according to the 17th century Tariq al-Fadash and Tariq al-Sudan. All right? Let me see what else I got here, man. I just got sources dropping out of my ears, man. I don't know what Shaw's thinking. It's all right, Shaw. All right, let's keep it moving. Let me see. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, such as Ghana, Mali, and other later Songhai empires. One such community was formed by a group of Egyptians, I said you that, who allegedly traveled by way of the Sahel corridor through Chad into Mali. Manuscript C of the Tariq al-Fatash described a community called look at this. You see that? Manuscript C. I got, look. The Banu Israel. Bawa. My fault, my writing's a little off. B-A-W-I, Israel, in 1402. They lived in, I'm going to spell it out for y'all. Tindirima. We got to learn our African words, I tell you. Tindiria, Tindarma, that's in Mali, and they possessed 333 whales and had 7 princes as well as an army. Another such community was that of the Zulu, ruler of Kakia, located in the Niger River. His name was known only as Zuwa al-Yaman, meaning he comes from Yemen. You see, he comes from Yemen. According to an isolated local legend, Zuwa al-Yaman was a member of one of the Israelite communities transported from Yemen by the Absidians in the 6th century CE after the defeat of the, this is a hard one, Duha Nuwas. I'm going to spell it for you. D-H-U-N-U-W-A-S, and Zuwa al-Yaman was said to have traveled into West Africa, along with his brother, into West Africa. They established a community in Kukia at the banks of the Niger River. And we all over West Africa, northwest and east, but then we all in West. And I showed you where the Portuguese, and they transported some of them ones away. I showed you that. And I showed you the white Jews who's on the ships, because the title of the debate were the Jews on the slave ships. I showed you white ones. I showed you the black ones. This debate is over. Shawn, you picked the title. It's not my fault. Now I'm finna go here in 5 minutes because I got a show to do. I just had to come in and kill them real quick. All right, and plus give you a history lesson. It's all about edifying the body. At the end of the day, I'm not here to embarrass nobody. I'm just here for correction. All right? Correct people who, produce the wrong type of information. Hold up, Kaya. I'm almost done, and I'm gonna let Shawn get through.
For like 45 minutes, bro. Like,
I know. Hold on. Give me 5 more, and I'm done. Give me 5 more,
bro.
The people are requesting.
Bro, before you go, we're gonna do 2 questions back and forth. You ask Shawn 2 questions, and then he asks you. Then you can go, bro. That's only fair, right? You came on here. You took up 45 minutes of our life. Give us 2 questions. Unmute your mic, bro. Shawn, unmute your mic.
Okay, I ain't got no problem with that, but let me just finish my last 5 minutes. Sean went on for 30 minutes. I counted.
That was 5 minutes.
All right, go ahead, Sean. Let's do this, man, and then I gotta go. I got so many more sources, it's gonna bust his head. But we can also talk about. I'm gonna ask my question. You gonna ask my question first, or he get to go? Go ahead, Sean. Ask me a question.
No, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead, cause I gotta go. Go ahead, Sean.
All right, so you presented information pretty much from Wikipedia, and then you gave us a hard source that does not have a source to back up your claim that one of these documents written by an anonymous Portuguese navigator. First of all, Portuguese navigators had no problem documenting or saying who they are. So when they wrote about their trips coming into West Africa, these Portuguese navigators were specific and in detail. They were cocky. They advertised what they did to us. That's why I did pray of the Portuguese. So when you use a source that says
Are you going to ask me a question or are you reading to
Yeah, Sean, to be fair, just ask him a question.
Right, come on, bro, we ain't doing that.
Because it's a question.
Hold on there.
No, he can't just go into a teaching and then ask the question.
Hold on a second.
Stop right there. Stop right
Maybe
there.
Shawn wanted to do a
Kramer. See, I done whooped up on old boy so bad. Now here come Garfield. So Garfield
He always do that shit.
Yeah, he getting ready to throw me off.
Always do that shit.
He getting ready to throw me off.
As soon as one of his boys start getting spanked, that's when he start acting stupid.
Well, the thing is, Garfield won't debate me. He signed up for a debate, right? We had to fly out everything. On Saturday TV. He didn't show up. When you don't show up, you lose by default. But I didn't want to beat him by default. I wanted to whoop his ass with the sources. I throw it in his face every time. Nigga, you ran. But this is what I've been dealing with Garfield for years, so I'm used to it. Y'all see how I handle all the distractions. Y'all see how calm I was during this whole time. I didn't let it get in the way of me getting all my information.
Right. They pretty much let him get like 45 minutes, like because he was just gone when you had.
Well, here's the thing, bro. I came in late because I peeked in. Oh, what that mean? JJ running? What the nigga? He ran. He cried about the title, so there was no debate. But now they trying to slander my name, so I showed up, whooped his ass, and left. What I got thrown off, but at that time I was into it. Then let's go.
You got thrown out. You got thrown off of this show.
Yeah, watch. It's gonna happen right now. Here. Huh? Yeah, it threw me off. Garfield said we can get rid of JJ right now.
Oh, this nigga, man. Fucking goddamn queens, man.
Go ahead, Kareem, start it up.
Rebuttal to what you just said.
We asked you 2 questions and I gotta ride out, Garfield.
I don't think that's fair that he leaving, Garfield.
No, hold on a second. This is hold on a second, Jeremiah. You see, a lot of shit you said, 99% of the shit you said.
First of all,
hold on. No,
you're supposed to be. You don't have to say nothing because I don't do that on my show. Even though you may not agree with my information, you ain't supposed to say nothing.
No, Jeremiah. Listen.
See, I'm talking about the bias.
Jeremiah, we the judges.
Kyle, listen to me, Kyle.
No.
My channel is about academia at academic standard. He came late so that he could do whatever he's doing and run. I don't care what if he has to go.
He gonna ask
Kyle, you could kick him off when you're ready. No, we don't need Jeremiah no more. Because he's gonna go. He's gonna see all this stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Jeremiah, you suck.
Then ask the question.
All right. No.
No, you gotta kick me off.
Kyle, listen. Kyle.
Garfield, you in the way. This is what I'm talking about, bro.
Yo, bro, if you interrupt me one more, just kick him off. He don't need to be.
Yeah, get your ass out the way, man.
Let's kick him off. Kyle, listen to me.
Man, fuck this shit.
By you saying you're making him run the debate show, a debate, you're telling him, well, after this, you're gonna.
I was saying stop the video like 30 seconds ago, and I had it on mute. But yeah, you see this bullshit?
Yeah, it's trash, B. That's why I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care for his attitude, man. He got the little cocky ass attitude, but he mad fucking shady.
Dude.
First and foremost, he said he was going to be unbiased. He said, "Oh no, I'm unbiased. I'm unbiased. I'm on your side, JJ." And then when fucking push came to shove, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden
Boy, he wasn't on
becomes
my
the
side,
fucking
period. But that was that was sarcasm.
another opposing fucking counsel. So now he wants you to try to address him, and then he's in the midst, he's trying to minimize your scholarship, even though you cited sources and read them very clearly, and it was all directed toward the topic of discussion. That's what mattered, is that you had your evidence, you know what I'm saying, that you read and cited properly. You cited your source. You cited it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you didn't have your PowerPoint up didn't mean that you didn't have one. You showed it.
Bro, I had the PowerPoint, but like what I'm saying, I did at that time that computer didn't have a camera, and I didn't transfer it over to the other computer. Right. And he'd already delayed. He wasn't even gonna show up. Ask Karima. Yeah. And then I look up on my YouTube, JJ running. As a matter of fact, I didn't even see. Go ahead.
You provided more sources, and all your sources were relevant to the topic of discussion, while his were all freaking what do you call it? Ambiguous, because it only used terms like Negro and slave and this, that, and the other. It did not specifically address the religious or national identities of the people that were being brought over. So his argument was freaking goddamn trash, and you addressed him. You read out your source. Clearly could see you reading it, clearly saw you citing it properly. That's all that really matters. So at the end of the day, even if you can't get your PowerPoint up, you know what I'm saying? If you're arguing in court, all you got to do is cite. All you got to do is cite your precedent. You know what I'm saying? Verbally.
I mean,
that suffices.
I mean, I don't know how much more. How much more do you need, bro? If they were taking people from a certain area and there was a mixture of different people, we're not saying. And then look, I came out to the major tribe Igbo. A lot of them were taken, and a lot of them say that they are Israelites. I went to E1B1A.
You know,
I went all over to Africa.
Yeah. You know, and my great grandfather's Jamaican. I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim to be Jamaican or nothing, but I grew up around a lot of Caribbean people. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jessas. You know Jessas, right? They all have that kind of fucking mentality, bro. That trolling kind of attitude. You know what I'm saying? They all be on some trolling type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not to bang on my Caribbean family and everything like that, but motherfuckers are
I'm gonna call it like I see it, bro. They be cool. They still over there wearing white wigs and shit, man. In Parliament. God damn it. That's what they doing. Take them wigs off, man. Jefferson them days is over. They don't wear powdered wigs anymore. No, man. And then
Caribbean people be killing me, yo.
What kind of name is Kyle Ifag B Meekly? I mean, look.
I saw the IFAG part, right? Yeah, IFAG. What the fuck is that? B, I wouldn't even put the G in there. Like,
IFAG. I mean, what kind of African name is that? What is that? IFAG B. You know what? Is this some kind of subliminal message? IFAG B.
That nigga's fagadelic. I don't know.
I mean, that's his name. YouTube, don't take down the video. I'm just reading the man's name. Yeah. Man, shit. Let's start. Yeah, he finna throw me off, bro. Start the video up, Sister Kareem, please.
I'm gonna do 2 questions. No, he came late on purpose so that he could come on and not get questioned or rebutted. You can't let him run how the channel works. You're supposed to be here on time to do a debate. We don't need him to have a proper discussion on methodology. Or
now he ready to throw me off.
We don't need Jeremiah for that. I know what he was going to say before he.
This whole conversation was supposed to be about you and his debate.
And we beat up Gideon every day. So I'm saying you have to give Shawn a chance to rebut what he said, because if not, you're letting all that misinformation stay on its own like it's legit. And it wasn't legit. You can't have a question and answer period now. No,
Nigga came
you
with
gotta
Cambridge.
let
Didn't he
Sean
come with
rebut
Cambridge?
what he said. He came
Didn't he
on
come with
to
Cambridge?
run the show and say, hey, you know what? Let me just do this and leave and go and do my show and say, yeah, I beat him up. Nah, fuck all of that. Sean, you respond,
you
and now that
came
he's
with
gone,
scholarly
take your
peer-reviewed
time and go
sources.
through every single thing he said and
He was
respond to
mad
it
'cause I
and
beat
show the
this boy up,
primaries.
man.
I'm out, man.
You came with Cambridge too, right? You cited Cambridge. Was it
Yeah.
Cambridge?
Before you get started, I'm sure that like everybody in the audience
You cited.
knows
You
what
cited.
just happened.
I think it was Cambridge. Something from
The reason
Cambridge.
why I allow him to speak so long because the more he talks,
This nigga
the
gonna talk about
deeper the
what you
hole he
talking
was
about
digging
ain't
for
true.
himself.
And you cited
And
peer-reviewed
so like
sources.
I'm sure
He another
I
one that
think you
ran
understand
from
what I was
debate.
doing, Sean. Like when a fool speaks,
Yeah, I didn't say nothing.
yeah, you ain't really.
You see, now that they threw me off, now they want to slander me and shit. I don't think they threw me off yet.
Right.
But watch.
Right.
But why is Kyle speaking? You supposed to be the host. Why is Garfield speaking? You supposed to be the moderator. Why did the other dude say, JJ, you suck? Who you supposed to be? The heckler and jeckler? Sean got his ass beat.
He did that when you had technical difficulties. He was talking stuff. That's why I skipped
Right,
the
that's why you fast
video
forward.
because
I really
he
wanted
was
to
talking
show
shit.
the people they real colors though.
Right.
But go ahead.
You guys say too much. Let him present his information. And I knew he was gonna run because he does it all the time. And it's like I knew what he was
Now
gonna
I'm
do.
running.
And I knew he was gonna leave and it was gonna give us the opportunity to go through his information piece by piece and show exactly how pseudo he is. We got 265 people in the chat right now that's about to see exactly the lies that Hebrews teach. So let's get to it, Sean. It's all you, bro.
What can he get to?
So first, I was trying to track down his synagogue claim, which was bothering me a little bit. And you know, when I was getting into it, and I'm listening to what he's saying, and he says word for word, this right here. One of these documents written by an anonymous Portuguese navigator provides us with a rare glimpse into a very strange phenomenon, a group of Jews who lived in West Africa near the Gambia River. And he continues, some of the people here believed in Muhammad, but the majority are idol worshipers, wrote the nameless Portuguese navigator. In this land, there are Jews known as Gauls, and they are black like the rest of the inhabitants, but they have no synagogues and do not conduct Jewish ceremonies. Given this, why was our Portuguese navigator convinced that these were Jews? The rest of his letters sheds some light on this matter. Now, we don't have the letter, okay? We don't know the person's name. We don't know if it really exists. Why?
Yes, we do, Sean.
Stop.
Sean, I'm gonna tell you where you can get that letter.
Hold on, let me finish.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because this article has no sources. Now, when we have to go, like 93 is saying, we got to go find a letter. Now we're on a wild goose chase. So now we got to go hunt.
This is a secondary
Who is this Portuguese person?
Not even a
Where is he
primate.
saying these things at? And what does that have to do with the?
Stop the video, please. See what I'm saying?
That's a
his
secondary
rebuttal
source.
is to try
That's
to
why it has
discredit my source.
That's a news article.
Right.
That's a news article. That's a secondary source. That's why it has no freaking goddamn citations at the bottom. So it has no sources. It's a secondary source.
But look, you can I can pull up an article right now where this dude lived in Senegal about it, and he talk about this tree. You see what I'm saying? And he talk, and they live on the outskirts. I mean, these are true life stories, bro. And he want to try to discredit the ones who claim to be Israelites. Everybody else's story in Africa is okay with him. Everybody else's story is okay with the Masi tribe and all that. The crazy part, he called himself a Masi tribe warrior, but you had no connection to him. You don't name your kids after the days of the week. You don't bury your goddamn dead on the side of the goddamn house. A bunch of y'all as a clan don't live in a house together. You don't even follow the God of the Masi, bro. You some kind of atheist type.
Right.
Oh, I just took the Mossy tribe name because I asked. I said, "What's your connection to it?" Oh, I just took the Mossy tribe name just because I like it. Get your ass up out of here, man.
Just because I like it.
Yeah, get your ass up out of here. Go ahead,
Because
Kareem.
I like it. It sounds
Yeah,
nice.
'cause I like it. Sound like Mikey or somebody.
The whole conversation. What did he say specifically in his total context? So that's one point of contention that I actually had with him. But when we go specifically into who was aboard those ships, and it goes back to my actual point, and that I've been making with this dude, is that they tell you who is on these ships. They tell us who is on these ships specifically.
Yeah, we got records of people on them ships with Israelite names, with Yah, Isaiah, Jakub. But do you know what they do? They discredit that. They say we just imaginating. That really don't mean that. You say Negro land and land of Judah. No, that's white Judah. They believed in snake worship. Okay, well, they fell short. Why would them people, bro, it's ancient maps of Israel and Africa of Israelite names and names of the Bible all through Africa, bro.
Right.
What's wrong with these people? It's an agenda to keep us confused, to make us think we some kind of kinetic or some shit like that that we don't even tie in to what we really doing and where we really at with our culture. Where I haven't heard no kinetic slaves. I mean, come on, man. Where they at? Was they on the ship?
I don't see them running to the Nile to go beat off in the Nile and shit.
Man, they ain't finna do that shit, man. We new age. We switched it up.
That be like they Hajj or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like they Hajj or something. They have to once a year, once in their life, they gotta run to the Nile and beat off in it.
Yeah, you know they probably do that shit in secret. Jabari that's probably the extra. You gotta pay a little extra to go on the trip with Jabari for that part.
You got a little extra sauce in that.
Yeah,
little special sauce in the Nile. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do that.
Everybody get a steak and shake hat. That's what's going on with that. Fuck. You know, but anyway, but this dude, Shawn, your scholarship is horrible, bro. That's why Uncle West burning your books. Burning your books.
And you know what bugs me out? A lot of these cats ain't even persuasive. You know what I'm saying? Like they sound like dead fish. Like the whole time you listening to them, they might have a good argument. This dude didn't have no good argument, but niggas have a good argument, but they can't articulate it. You know what I'm saying? With the kind of, you know what I'm saying, articulation that it needs to. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times they fall short just on on the way they present their cases.
This is whole.
You know what I'm saying? Just dull and lame. You know what I'm saying? Like.
This is whole energy.
Sit here and listen to you for 15 minutes around, and you sound like you going to sleep yourself.
Man, come on, bro. They burning your book, Shawn. You have no degrees, no credentials.
Wait, is that the book that Uncle West burned? Uncle West burned his book.
Yes, that was his book. Yeah. You have no credentials to try to write to our community and sell us your garbage. When you talk about COVID-19,
a snake oil salesman. Snake oil
salesman.
Ass
up out of here, man. Talking about, we wrote all
this. It's write a book about fucking.
It's always weed, but when he went by himself, man, it flopped.
You gonna write a book about COVID-19 and nigga ain't got not one motherfucking goddamn
he's not a
degree in fucking in health and
Speaking of COVID-19, they say Dr. Fauci caught COVID-19. I don't know how true it is, but it is what it is.
Oh shit, man! Everybody's getting it. It's just a fucking flu. That's all. The flu has changed. That's all.
Look,
now, anytime you get a flu, you're gonna go to the doctors and they're gonna call it COVID-19. Just get used to it.
Hey, Shawn, bro, give up debating, give up writing books,
and continue to be Garfield Reed's shoe shine board. Wait, oh wait, he fired you.
You got a lot of niggas writing books, man, that they ain't got no credentials to be writing these books, man. You know what I'm saying? They just be writing to be writing type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Book.
Like I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. Although I think, what's his name? Rabbi Lewis.
He needs
Rabbi Lewis.
Yeah, man. He wrote a book. I mean, Rabbi, I love you as a brother, man. But goddamn, how you write down a book every goddamn month?
He's a good brother. I just,
Y'all better leave Rabbi Lewis alone.
I love Rabbi Lewis, but when he started supporting the Israel and America, and then the 12 tribes chart, it was over for me. It was over.
Yeah. See, come on, Rabbi Lewis,
that shit don't make no sense.
I mean, take your time and write one book. I mean, spend a whole year.
One book at a time.
One book, Rabbi Lewis. You doing microwave books? I mean, you know, instant oatmeal.
Y'all better leave him alone.
Yeah, we need some slow. We need some slow cooked stew books. You doing instant. You doing instant shit. You know, you slapping it in the
books and shit. They can just throw that shit in the microwave.
Come on. Give us something. You told me that the 12 tribes chart was correct. I said, this is some kind of flam as mighty. I
want to learn how these niggas be writing so fucking fast. They're going to be having no information.
Who you say flam? Who was that? Black Jesus Minister. This is kind of old flam.
That's how he gets you to buy the book.
What'd you say, Karima?
That's how he gets you to buy the book.
With the title. Only a fool buy that book. Talking about the 12. Well, he might get ISBK in to buy it though. Hey, ISBK, go ahead and support Rabbi Lewis. He said you're trapped, and y'all ain't even supporting. That's a damn shame.
Yeah,
he's supporting y'all
that brother. He's supporting y'all doctrine. He support your false doctrine.
Hell going on. Damn Cesar letting people come on the goddamn show, just talk all kind of shit about the Israelites and the Bible and God. All he care about some goddamn bath and butter laws. You know, bath and butter.
You know what? I have a hard time with men with men selling men body butters. Yeah, what the
body
fuck,
man? Hey man, come get your body
butters.
Man.
No, I don't want no body butters from you.
And then he'll smack.
Let my girlfriend buy me some body butters. You know what I'm saying?
Why you be smacking talking about some bath? Come get your bath and body butter.
Bath and beyond.
What's going on with you? What's that all about, man? You know. You know,
too much butter on them lips.
Drink some water with that damn scotch. I don't know what to tell you, but it ain't a good look. But yeah.
What'd you say, Sister Karima?
Too much butter on them lips.
I don't know what's going on,
yo.
Yeah, man.
I feel like sometimes a man needs to be a little ashy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? This is me. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping. But damn, man, you know what I'm saying? We buttering ourselves now.
That nigga butter his beard. I mean, come on, man. It should be glazed up.
He said he got butter in his beard.
Like it's frosty and shit. Glazed up donut glazed beard.
Buttery beard.
Buttery
in the body butter.
Butter biscuit beard. Nigga, you could butter a case of biscuits with that beard, nigga. Or that damn butter, nigga. Running around here letting them just dog out the most high.
Around here buttering niggas up.
Just to sell butter beards. He let them come on Sunday and just dog out the most high. He don't care. You letting the pot run around up there talking about Jesus Christ, Yeshua is a goddamn serpent in the garden. You don't see a goddamn word. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna have some atheist butter.
The fuck. And Q, man, bro. We seen you today for 15 minutes. Nobody, I mean, in the audience agree with you. I'm talking about even the folks that's supposed to agree with you over there. He gonna get on here talking about we monkeys.
Even the people who were atheists and evolutionaries did not agree with his fucking argumentation.
That's what I'm talking about.
He killed himself. He killed himself in the beginning because he distinguished the difference between eukarya single cell organisms, the archaea and the bacteria. He distinguished them, and he tried to say that one came from the other, but you can't call a eukarya a bacteria or a archaea, right? So the same thing applies with monkeys. Monkeys come from a whole totally different line. You got prosimians and simians. The old world monkeys are on a different. Remember, I showed that slide. This is why he brought this whole shit up, took it over to fucking Sarnetta, and Sarnetta wouldn't even.
Oh yeah, when you bring that up.
It came from our discussion. He even said it in the fucking goddamn on the video. He said this came from a discussion about 3 weeks ago. That's our discussion. When I smushed his head in.
Smushed his head.
Smushed that boy head right in.
But hey, look, when you smushed his head, he come up with that bullshit.
Right. He goes over to Sarnetta to fucking bring it up, and then Shaw wouldn't even let me in.
I ain't never seen where the whole audience just go against you. God damn, man.
The whole audience was laughing at him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The whole audience was laughing at him. Now, you know what I'm saying? People talk a lot of shit about me, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never get it that bad. Like, that shit was rough.
Bro. That was bad. So, I had to leave. I can only watch about 10 minutes of this shit. But Shawn,
I watched pretty much the majority of it. Yeah.
Okay, now, just honest opinion. You watched that whole demonstration between Shawn and I.
Yeah.
What you give me my critique, then you give me his. Give me my good, give me my bad. Go ahead, bro.
I said it earlier. I said, Shawn, did not stay within the topic. Most of the citations that he brought forth were ambiguous. It only stated Negro or slave, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? It did not distinguish the people's religion or nationality or geographic region where they came from. You know what I'm saying? Even if it did display the geographic region, it did not display the religious ideologies of the people within them. And one of them did that actually say that Jews and what is it? It said the Jews organized with Christian, with their counterparts, the wives or whatever, they get married to Christians or Muslims or, other African religious groups. So one of his first slides actually proved the point. He shot himself in the foot, and then he goes into the other parts where it only says Negro and it does not distinguish religion, and nationality like it did in the first. So it actually named 3 religions of the African peoples that were organizing together during the 1400s. And those are Jews, Christians, and Muslims. He killed himself. He shot himself in the foot before he even started running.
He discredited the Moors too as well.
You're going to shoot yourself in the foot before you start running. He brought up the Berbers. How are you going to start to discredit? One of his fucking sources brought up the Berbers. And you're going to turn around and try to discredit the Moors? That doesn't make sense. These Negroes don't understand their history.
No. He killed himself with one of his sources. Edith, what's her name? Edith Berman. What is her name? But he showed it on the screen. When he showed his sources, that same woman that he showed, I came on later and showed that she said that there were Jews in Africa. And then later on down the line, they try to bring her on the show and said, no, she didn't really mean that. It was one of them ones that, but that's what they try to do. A couple of times, them people that came over there and
Bring her on the show? She didn't come on the show?
What's her name?
You said she didn't come on the show?
I don't know. I think she came. I think she did come on the show.
Okay. But at the end of the day, none of his sources were focused enough on trying to dismiss the contention that Israelites were on the slave ships. None of them. None of them. So his argumentation was moot. It was outside of the scope.
Yeah.
All your sources were directed toward the contention at hand. Were there Israelites on the slave ships? And he couldn't stay focused on that.
Nope. This is saying
He did that little fucking duck, that duck dodge shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, it says here that Negroes this and Negro. Nigga, that don't have nothing to do with the price of a can of beans. Your last slide just got finished saying that there were Jews and Christians and Muslims.
Hey, you know he got his ass booked when Garfield got to come.
Right, KK. You that's a good point. That's a good point. JJ, I can't hear you. You muted? I can't hear you. He might have fell out. Commander General Yashar. Yashar Yao. You there, I think he might have fell out too. Karima, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the one thing I think a lot of people have to get together. You know what I'm saying? Is and this is something I had to learn too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still working on it because a lot of times when I get into debates, you know what I'm saying, when I do a PowerPoint, my PowerPoint be so freaking extensive that I don't get through half of my PowerPoint, even though, you know what I'm saying, I know what direction I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, in my argumentation, I have to try to make it, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more quick and concise. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I end up losing my audience, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, or they're understanding what I'm trying to prove. So what I think what this brother really just did was in the beginning of his presentation, he basically, you know what I'm saying, brought forth that first slide that he brought forth actually substantiated the claim, and then turning around and then using ambiguous citations in his slides that did not distinguish the religious practices of the people, although it did say that you could distinguish them from their tribal scars. You know what I'm saying? And that would include the circumcision. That's how even the Nazi Germans distinguished who were Jews when they went around Europe trying to find Jews, you know what I'm saying, to throw in internment camps and stuff. The first thing they said, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of the men was pull down your pants. Because if you had the mark of the Jew on you, then you'd be thrown into a gas chamber. Right? So understand that circumcision is a form of ritual scarification. And it's identified the difference between those who were Jews and those who were not, even amongst the African populace. Although many Africans actually practice circumcision. Many African tribes practice. They had black African tribes that practice male and female circumcision. Y'all need to stop. You already said it. Suten Akande, whatever your name is. Why don't you go and rewind the damn video? Fuck out of here, lazy fuck. Rewind that shit. That's right. Khan. Mario Yeshua, that's correct. You see what I'm saying? So all of these motherfuckers are sitting here trying to deny shit that even their own fucking goddamn scholars, the European scholars, fucking goddamn certified. How? It's just crazy. Shit's crazy. I'm waiting for JJ7000 to come back. There he is.
Yeah. Okay, there go that KKK dude. You was running your mouth over there on side of the TV or whatever chat I was in. Bring it back, jump on, bro. You jump on and Sutek. You the same dude that came like the original Moors is white. What type of foolishness is you talking about, bro?
The link is in the chat, y'all. If y'all got smoke, come on, bring it. Y'all fucking with the wrong Negroes over here.
Right. KKK. Yeah.
Go ahead and click that motherfucking goddamn that StreamYard link in the chat.
Right here, over here.
Get on here and get your head smushed. Go ahead and get that.
Come over here and know in the chat. See, this is what these dudes do, man. They send their little minions over.
They sit in the back chat and flap their gums, but they won't jump on the fucking goddamn. They won't jump on stage.
And you can have time to speak. I want you to refute any evidence. I want you to refute any evidence that I brought forward. Don't go do a show later.
Conde Ayanu Boo Juice. You talking about somebody fucking pseudo with your name like that, nigga? If you don't the fuck down with your motherfucking goddamn mystical phallus worshiping ass.
What's his name?
Sutekin, some shit.
Sutekin. Come tell us what that name means, nigga, because you ain't no Egyptian.
Who's emotional, B? Get in the fucking ring.
Yeah.
The fucking goddamn the link is in the chat, you fucking coward.
Look, he come over here trolling.
Come on in here. Come on to the upper room.
Come on up in here.
Come on, Cletus.
Hey, Kareem, there's a link in the chat.
Talking about somebody pseudo with a name like Suten Akawande Boo Juice.
How you pronounce it? Sutek what? Boo Boo.
Oh, then you might as well put Boo Boo Juice at the end.
Come on, man. He said
that Kofi?
Akawande Boo Boo Juice. Come on up here.
Is that Kofi dude?
Come on down.
No, that ain't Kofi.
Trying to stop.
Well, like I say, Shawn, bro, they burning your books. They burning your books, bro.
Akawande.
Your own people. It's not the Israelites that's burning your books. We ain't dumb enough to go buy it. It's your own clique.
Right. Just buy my book.
Give me a copy. So next time I can like my code.
Making books. Yo, they making books faster than they making mixtapes now, yo.
Right. What? I mean, these niggas come out with a book a week.
They come out with a book every week, yo.
Copy paste kings over there, man. The hell going on? Asari and Hotep, your book too. We did a book review on you the other day.
Babe. Come on, slut Tekken Conde Boo Boo Juice. We gonna get disrespectful. I'm gonna smush your head in. I'm gonna show you what the smushing is.
He been running. He been running.
My particular set of skills.
I
have a particular set of skills.
Original Moors are white. Man, I mean, where you getting this scholarship from?
Oh man, that nigga's stupid.
Come out of your damn mouth. I have never let him let that down.
Who said that shit? The original Moors are white.
Sutetek. How you say it? Sutetek?
Oh, bless his heart.
I call him Sutetek. That's what I call him.
Sububutek.
And then there's KKK. What man named himself KKK? KK? I know a lot of KK women. KK. Oh, KKK.
Yo,
get your ass up out of here, man. That nigga was calling me. I told her, I said, look, I'm going live today. That was 3 hours ago. Where you at? Now you coming on here trolling? Jump on, KKK.
Right. Asar, you correct. They don't sit here and fucking goddamn with comedic names and sit here and act like Israel wasn't black. Are you stupid? That has to be the most fucking absurd statement I've ever heard in my whole life. And yo, Alk West, I'm gonna smush your head because I got the maps for the fucking Cushitic Empire that encompass the present day land of Ethiopia, nigga. Talking all of that smack on that fucking video, and you was out of pocket with no scholarly sources, but you want everybody to bring scholarly sources. Fucking faggot.
Now, the words expressed by some of the people on this platform are not the words expressed by JJ7000. That's my disclosure. I cannot say words like that because that's not in my nature.
I was being figurative with the F word. Wasn't being literal.
Hey, you got a wife what to say though, man. You like that can get the whole show talking.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. I apologize to the LGBT community.
And it was a review.
I deserve your attention.
Sean, I'm sorry, bro, but I would say stick to writing books. I would say, Sean, stick to writing books, but you're not even good at that. But please stay away from trying to be a debater.
Yeah, you got Alk West freaking burning your books, bro. He burning your books faster than he burning Bibles, Doc. What's going on?
Right. I mean, I have never seen nothing like that in my life. I seen like Polite because he don't believe in the Bible, or he don't shoot up a book, a Bible. But then you got people from your own clique burning your book. You know it's garbage.
That's trash. Yeah, that's straight trash.
It's trash, bro. And then you got the nerve running around here like you doing something. These are our books. Come on, man. Uncle only bought them. He only bought a couple of them just to be nice. But when he got mad at, when people get mad, they tell you the truth. I'm just gonna.
KK, you Black Egyptian or you Arab Egyptian? I see your
KK.
Oh, KK.
KK. Hey, knock off the 3 A's.
He got 3 K's, man. He's that suspect.
Right, that was it. You knock off the A's, you still got 3 K's,
man.
KK.
3 K's, K. Come on,
That's subliminal, everybody. That's subliminal. Think about it.
Yeah, man.
Think about it. Even if you knock off the AY, you got KKK. What is that all about, KKK? You looking a little light skinned than this over there on your thing.
Little Ku Klux going on. Little Ku Klux Klan going on over here.
Talking about he actually Egyptian. Well, you ain't no damn Egyptian. Come on here and tell us how you Egyptian, bro. There go the link.
Man, he do look like he probably Arab. He Arab. He don't even look black to me.
Them the fake Egyptians, bro. Cut it out, man.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Nigga. KKK. Yeah, he was trolling me on Shawn chat earlier.
StreamYard out there for y'all if anybody wants smoke. I know this brother. His brother Setek and Akuwan Boo does not want no smoke because he would have been on here already.
That's what he do. He'll never jump.
Akuwan Boo.
He's only gonna jump on. He's only gonna stay in his fish bowl. He ain't brave enough to go on the road. You see how JJ go on the road? All eyes on him.
Yeah. I'm telling you, these cats.
But never. He don't have it in him.
They just back chat bangers, man. They sitting on their couch with fucking chips all over their fucking goddamn chest. You know what I'm saying? Just barking for nothing.
Right. Cheese dip all on the shirt. I mean, come on, bro. Troll. We give you the opportunity to come on here, KKK and Sutek. And what's taking y'all so long? Because you have no information. That's what it is. Come on, we over here writing books. They all claim one book together, about 4 or 5 of them. Where they do that at? it's like it's all about book. Kobe probably got the brains over there. The rest of them.
No, what happened? What happened is something between me
Something between me and it has nothing to do with what JJ is trying to insinuate. So he was trying to get back at me because he couldn't move me or make me react to something that he wanted me to react to because I wouldn't talk to him at the time. So JJ instead plays the part, but he really kind of know because he been watching what's going on, and I haven't been talking to so he really won't say it. He just spinning the narrative to make himself kind of look good. He bought 10 books, bro.
I'm saying,
what the fuck is that going to have to?
Big deal. It's kind of a big deal.
It's not. It's not a big deal. It was personal for him. So to try to get a reaction out of me, that was the only. And he still didn't get a reaction out of me, but it was his attempt to get a reaction out of me. So I put a video in your chat. You can play it because it's on my channel. It's my video. You can play it. And I will show you just how much cap that is because I got the experts on the panel and he knows this.
Well, let me ask you this question, Brother Shawn.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, Brother Shawn.
Man, you could be all due disrespectful.
No, I'm addressing you right now with all due respect, and I'm going to address some of the things that I said. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said, and I'm not pulling those things back because I don't think that your argument was necessarily on the mark. You know, I think you were kind of out of scope. But neither here nor there. My question to you is, when you got past that one slide that talked about the Jews, Christians, and Muslims, and then went into Mongo, whatever his name is, Mongo something, Mongo John or something, Mongo Jack, whatever it was, and it went straight to Negro, right? And then started talking about Negro slaves, or you know what I'm saying, or other titles that did not distinguish their religion or national or tribal identity. How do you reconcile that to the topic of the debate, which is about Israelites, and those were very ambiguous?
Okay, so this is how I know you didn't understand the debate topic, because he has to prove. No, you didn't. No, based on what you just said, based on what you. Okay, are you going to allow me to reply? You asked me a question. You asked me a question. I'm just trying to respond.
I want you to answer.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to respond to your question. You can't cut me off if you. Go ahead, bro.
Brother, that's an ad hom attack. That's an ad.
I'm not ad homing. I'm not ad homing anything. I'm trying to respond to the question you asked me.
Let me get.
No, it is not. No, it is not. You asked me a question. And you don't want me to respond.
You're deflecting from it.
No, I'm about to answer. I'm about to correct you. I'm about to correct you. I'm not trying to argue. You just swore. You just asked me a question.
Let him shoot himself in the foot again. Go ahead. Like he been doing through that whole debate. Bro, you got your ass whooped. I just rewatched that. You got your ass whooped.
You got your ass whooped.
Can I respond? Are y'all done?
You wouldn't let me respond, but go ahead. You wouldn't let me finish what I was saying, but go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
You was finished. If you wasn't finished, go ahead.
You were talking over me the whole time. I was sitting here.
Go ahead. You asked me a question and I began to respond. But go ahead.
I asked you a question and you went to an ad hom.
Go ahead, bro. Go. No.
Answer the question.
I was answering your question.
Hold on. So answer the question, goddammit.
I can answer.
Arguments. Hold on.
Now I can answer.
You talking to the law lion. This is
can I answer?
So I need you when I asked it. I didn't ask.
Can I answer?
When I asked it, you fucking goddamn numbskull.
You already asked me a question.
I'm gonna ask you the question again.
You already asked me the question. You just said you asked me a question. I clearly told you.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, shut my mouth.
Let me ask the fucking question.
Oh, shut my mouth. Now I'm a bitch ass nigga.
Do that.
Now I'm a bitch ass nigga.
Do that right now, so I can.
Now I'm a bitch ass nigga.
So you can answer it properly.
Now I'm a bitch ass nigga. Who's emotional right now? Where's your decorum?
I'm not emotional.
Huh? You supposed to be some Hebrew.
I'm not emotional. I'm just passionate.
You very much emotional.
Zion, let me get it,
brother.
Zion, let me get it.
Shut the fuck up.
I got it. Zion, I got it, because this was my debate.
Go ahead.
This was my debate.
Fucking pussy.
All right. Well, look, okay. Well, listen. The words expressed and viewed by other people on this platform are not the words expressed and viewed by JJ7000. All right. Now, I don't want
Can I
Shawn
answer
to
the
go.
question?
Hold up, bro. No. I'm gonna deal with you because you said it.
JJ, can I answer the question first and you try to deal with me?
Go ahead, man. We mean
Thank you. So this is how I know someone didn't understand the debate topic, because the onus is not on me to prove that it's Israelites coming off the ship. The onus is on JJ7000. What I showed was primary sources. What I showed was primary sources of the
Let him go.
JJ. Can I please listen, bro? I ain't gotta be here. Y'all can talk shit and hide your hands all y'all want.
Hold on. Zion. No, because he can
Just sit out, Zion. Just sit out.
unmute
We ain't
himself.
talking about nothing.
Let him go, Zion.
Thank you. So the premise is on JJ. He has to prove that Israelites came off the ship. He did not. So when you posed the question to me regarding after you got through Mongo Jack and the other slide to do actual this, what was you trying to insinuate here? What I insinuated is exactly what the primary sources say. They give you the people, of course, even if they use the word Negro. We all know at this time the Portuguese are talking about blacks. When they say Negro, they are talking about blacks. They don't get into all the other things, and then they tell you where they come from. Blacks from this place, blacks from that place, blacks from this place. They go through and give you the actual distinctions. These people don't know anything about nothing else that you wanted to insinuate. You have to deal with the primary sources. So when I show the sources, I am showing you exactly how they identify the people and where in the hell they came from. Has nothing to do with no goddamn religion.
Okay. Can I go? Or
go ahead, JJ, because I'm about to smush this boy head.
Hold up. Now listen, everybody. Hold on. Giants. I got him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is what you call the voice of a loser when you listen to Shawn. Because he don't even understand what he said in his first slide. When he named all these tribes, the Igbo, Yoruba, he named them all. And 7,000 can go into each and every one of those names. I'm not saying all the people of the Yoruba or the Igbo, the or whoever are saying the Israelites, but we are amalgamated into these different cultures, but we kept our own shit too. The Igbos, I brought you a source from the goddamn government, Richard Nixon, Henry Kissinger. They telling you that these Igbos are the real lost tribes of Israel. You listen to the white man, so I know you're gonna listen to your government. You want to tell us to go vote.
You date the white woman. What's the difference?
Whoa. I do what? What'd you say I did?
You date the white women.
Why are you
So what's your point?
Man's fucking goddamn sexual escapades?
I dated a Mexican woman.
It don't make any. Listen, JJ, where your information comes from shouldn't be a matter of white or black, bro. Your information shouldn't be about white or black.
Wendy Williams shit.
It shouldn't be about white or black. So you bringing up, I know you listen to a white man. You in bed with a white woman. So what the fuck? Don't even, bro.
Thank you.
Don't bring race up, bro. That's all.
Bro.
Shut up, bro.
Stop.
Keep your information,
bro. You have to decorum. That's my turn to speak, Shawn. I didn't interrupt you.
I'm listening.
No, you're not. No, you got one mouth and you're using it like you got damn two ears because you got two lips. Close them flaps and listen with your ears. All right, Shema. Now, I'm not even going to address the personal thing because that was a distraction. Okay, I know it hurt, bro. But in his presentation, everybody, he listed all the Igbo. This is where you fucked up. The Yoruba. This is where you fucked up.
Because are you gonna take all the Igbo's accounts except the one tribe, except the one clan over here that's saying, oh, you know what, we got ties to Israel, or the Yoruba, or any other tribe that you named, the Wolof, or any other tribe that you named, bro.
Can I ask you a question, JJ?
You can't do that, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
No, bro. You went on for.
Hold tight.
No. I want you to finish. I'm just saying, when you finish, can I ask you a question?
All right, here's my question to you. Here's my question to you, because I'm still talking, bro, and you've been interrupting me when you interrupted me 30 seconds ago. But you got the decorum.
I'm asking, can I ask you a question when you get done?
You can't ask a
You
question
can't
yet.
do that
Let him
when I'm
finish
talking,
what he's
bro.
saying.
Ask me the question when it's your turn to speak. That's what we do over here, bro. But
So I can ask you when you're done, yes or no?
Of course, if we're dialoguing back.
Yeah, you can ask him a question when he's done. Okay.
Thank you.
Sister Karima, listen. Now, you're going to please, I'm not going to talk when he's talking. The mute button is pretty easy.
Yeah, he keeps,
Just
keep unmuted. And I do that.
Just keep pounding on it.
And I do that.
Karima, just keep pounding on it. Just keep pounding on it. That's how you doing. Trust me, I know how to do it. Well, like I said, bro, it's people all out through Africa that claim and doing the practices. We got people in Madagascar. We got people in the Congo. You said the Congo. We got people in the Congo, bro. You was a goddamn fool. You said that. And you're gonna discredit everybody over there lying? Because Shawn don't agree with it. Shawn calls himself the Masi tribe, and he don't even relate to none of them people. He don't do none of their rituals. He don't do none of their customs, none of their celebrations. He said, I just call myself the Masi tribe because I like the name. But then you got the nerve to try to come over here and tell us who he is and who he ain't. And then Africans. He kept using the word Africans. That is a blanket word, bro. Them people over there ain't calling themselves African. Them ancient, them tribes that was took. Hey, I'm an African. No, they got a distinction. They got a culture. They got a heritage. But you want to try to minimize them and say, oh, you know what? No, y'all. They Africans. But guess what? Israel's not part of Africa. People, and then but we got people all over there talking about they Israelites. Where do you get this from, bro? What is your agenda? And then you are not even Masi. Tell us how you Masi. What tribe do you even associate yourself with? Nothing, bro. Because on the other hand, you talk about your atheists. There is no God. The Masi tribe didn't believe that. You want me to tell you the name of their God? I told you. I asked you about that a long time ago, and you never said, you know what, JJ, you right. But what you said, oh, I just like the name. But bro, we watched this debate. And then I did show you, I showed you out the Lamb and how they were took. I showed you how they came and got the Locatos, the ones that they stole from them as a baby, right? And raised them to go against the other Jews. Then the ones that they raised, they turned them loose over in Africa, and they were doing all the wrong shit. So they came back and got their ass and put them in slavery, put them on the ships. The hell you talking about, bro? And then you want to talk about we can't prove that none of our people was on those ships. Well, goddamn it, if all these goddamn tribes in the west coast of Africa, because someone can say they got ties to Israel, how in the fuck they get excluded? I take it on the ship. Only Africans got took. You make no goddamn sense. So you got your ass whooped in that debate, just like you got your ass whooped in that one debate where you talk about Khufu. Khufu built a goddamn great pyramid of Giza with some goddamn ramps, nigga. The hell wrong with you, man? You've been mad since that debate.
I'm not ever mad at you, JJ.
I yield the floor.
It's purely entertainment for me. So when did the Igbo start identifying as Israelites?
You tell me.
No, I'm asking you a question that you said that these people, some of these people were or Yoruba or Akan or Wolof or Hassa or Fulani. I want to know when any of them
began to call themselves Israelites. No, answer. Can you answer my question, please? I'm keeping it specific. When did they call themselves Israelites?
They were already Israelites when they came into the goddamn land, nigga. The ones that we talking about. I'm not saying.
So give me the time when they reckon.
Probably after when they migrated from goddamn either 722 or 70 AD. Probably 722. 722. I'm gonna go there. Now what? Now what you got?
So 722 is the date that you say that they identified themselves as Israelites. According to what source?
Okay, so wait a minute, hold up. Now, you asked me a question, I answered, right? So
you
now
did not. You did not. You insinuated. You guess.
Bro, you got your ass whooped through the. Bro, listen,
JJ, we don't have to argue with each other.
I'm going to show you something. Bro.
We have to learn how to talk to each other. Karima, please. Me and him have to learn how to talk to each other.
Yeah, you're right. That be you, bro.
He just answered your question, and you just told him he didn't, and then you told him how he answered the question.
He did not.
He did. He answered the way he wanted to. What are you talking about?
All right. So go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, JJ. What's your question for me?
All right. So the last time I brought this scholar up, Derek Lane, y'all try to dispute him. We've been going through this. Every scholar that listen, yeah, I'm gonna tell you something about Shawn. Every scholar that JJ bring up, they're no good. Renuka Rashidi, no good. Clyde Winters, no good. Ivan Van Sertima, no good. They're all pseudo and tell the non-pseudo scholars before you continue.
JJ, come on, bro. You can do better than this.
Tell us what scholars are you using to prove your point? What's their name? So I can look them up. Go ahead. Watch this, y'all. He don't have no names. Watch this.
All right. So we can go. So let's first of all, let's go into the corpus, right? And let's deal with your whole misinterpretation.
No, I asked you to
I gave you the source. I gave you the source. The corpus of early Arabic writings. This is this is
bro, you put up an Arabic book in a debate that you couldn't even read. Who does that? You know you did that,
JJ. We don't have to talk to each other this way. I listen very politely to you go crazy.
No. What you did, I answered your question, right? And it was
I'm just trying to respond. You asked me something.
Some other bullshit. Karima, who term is it to ask a question?
You just asked me something. I'm only responding to what you asked me. You said what sources?
Right.
Hold on.
Right. So I'm just trying to answer your question regarding the sources.
It's okay. I mean, listen, bro. So are you saying that? Are you saying that are you saying that the Jews are white? Let's start there. Are you saying that some white man that converted all these people in Africa? Let's just get to the meat and potatoes, bro. Fuck the advertising. Are you coming into the lion's den with a bold chest and saying that a white man came through Africa and told these people that they was Jews? Are you saying that, Shawn? Yes or no?
What I am saying to you is that you have a belief, and I'm not going to argue against your belief. But according to historical records, those people that boarded those ships had no affiliation with the identity of an Israelite.
I thought, Kareem, was it my turn to ask a question?
You just asked me a question.
No. You didn't answer. I said, I'm asking you again. Was there a white man that came into
I wasn't
Africa?
finished, though. That's why you won't accept my response. Because you're making things up, JJ.
Look at this guy. Hey, you got your ass whooping that debate, bro.
Now you're trying to insinuate that something happened that never happened. You proved nothing.
What you prove?
Your source that you claim that those people.
Listen, I'm gonna show you.
JJ, the source that you claim those people were Jews were not even Jews. They were griots.
They didn't practice the culture of the people around them. So the Portuguese person insinuated that those people were Jews, and they indeed were not.
Are you saying they landed white Jews into Africa? Is that what you're telling me?
See, you're not listening, JJ. What did I just say to you, JJ? So we can get
Is this
that
what you're
straight.
telling me? You're not listening, Sean. You're trying to do your own agenda. You got your ass whooped.
No,
Creamer,
you can't lead me astray. I'm not going to get off.
No. Yeah, mute him. Mute him. Yeah, all right, throw his ass off. Throw his ass off. Throw his ass off. Because you know what? You have no discipline. Your sources is outdated. You got your ass whooped. I said a couple of times of how our people got here. I showed you a trail. You didn't do that. I painted a picture with my sources. What you want me to say? Hey, I'm off the ship. I'm an Israelite. No, I showed you, bro, how our people were every tribe that you named. There's Israelites. Every tribe that you named, bro. The Igbo, the Yoruba. We're not saying all. Because we know we migrated and mixed in with these people. You think they just left us out when they took them certain people that you said they took? They didn't take us. And oh, he Israelite, he get to stay. But they call these places Negro land and Judah and all this type of shit. It's historical records. They knew who they was coming to get. Sean, you got your ass whooped, bro. Face it. Nothing you said convinced us that no, there was no Israelites on the ships. Nothing. When all those tribes that you named, I can go back and pull them up and Akan, Ashanti Israelites, Yoruba Israelites, Igbo Israelites, Fulani Israelites. I can pull all that up. So the ones that label themselves Israelites are the Fulani. We're gonna lead them. We're gonna lead the ones in the Igbos that say they Israelite. We're gonna lead them and take the ones that's goddamn it that say they ain't. Make no goddamn sense. I'm using common sense on your stupid ass. This episode of Live is brought to you by common sense.
The first part
I can
of his
explain it
debate,
to you,
he dealt with his title.
but I can't understand it for you.
Can you hear me?
You got your ass whooped. You know it. You had your little cheerleaders, had to deal with Garfield, had to deal with Kanye, had to deal with Fantane or whatever the fuck his name is. JJ, you suck. I go over to there and then look, dude complained about the goddamn title of the debate after the flyer went out for 2 days. So there was no debate. But then I look on the goddamn YouTube, they JJ, what? And then I'm looking at the JJ running, JJ scared, where he at? I already got another show lined up. I'm gonna go over and whoop his ass real quick and go do what I gotta do. And that's what happened. But yeah, we can get ready to end this, man. Dude, you got your ass whooped. And if you want some more,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
His first part of his debate was about his topic that he had up. All the information that was presented was about the topic that he wanted to speak on. Yeah. It wasn't
right, wasn't even the title of the debate. And it still didn't help him. Some goddamn Mountain Jack. Who the fuck is Mountain Jack? He was the only person that transported slaves. They talking about Africans. He was using all these goddamn gray area words and shit. Negro. You didn't prove nothing like yeah, we this tribe and we do this and you didn't do that. You didn't do none of that, bro. And then he tried to come on here and make an excuse why our uncle was just trying to hurt my feelings when he burnt. What'd you do? Still to this day say your goddamn book garbage, and it make good lighting fluid, good paper to light your coals, man. Come on, man. You garbage, son. Sitting up here writing, talking about what COVID. You don't know shit about COVID-19. How you gonna try to sell it to us? That's all you niggas do over there, these non-Bible believers, is scam each other and then be crying later. Polite scam you. Dr. Umar scam. Where the goddamn school, Dr. Umar? Young Pharaoh, where the goddamn daycare center? Inky, that ain't no goddamn vitamin water. That's some shit you poured out the goddamn sink. Who else? There's a whole list of them. So all them niggas do is scam each other. Writing, look, Asarian Hotel, goddamn it, your book, bro, we looked at your book the other day. That shit you been saying. It's bad. Wuja. Plagiarizing. Who else you got?
Of course, we know that.
All of them, man. Then they want to try to put their mouth on Israel. Tell us who we is, who we ain't. Mind your goddamn business. That's what y'all do over there. And make some goddamn books. These niggas putting books out every week. Then when they get mad at each other, they say your book sucked. Now they mad. You can show these dumbass niggas. All these people are oral history all over goddamn Africa. All over goddamn
they start
Africa.
burning each other's books.
Yeah. All over goddamn Africa. Oral traditions, writings and everything. And they still want to accept everybody, but the ones who say, you know what? Yes. Yes. I'm connected to Abraham. You go to Africa, the most influential books they got there, goddammit, is the goddamn Quran and the Bible. Took over. And then they want to say some white man taught them all these people. Name the white man. When did it start? You will never get a source for that. Never. Then these niggas talking about science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And then 98% of them ain't even went to got past the goddamn high school and shit. 98% of them ain't went. They like I said, Google scholars. Some shit they read and regurgitated and trying to sound smarter than us. Reggie, you dumber than a box of goddamn rocks. Mr. Contradiction. This is what Reggie do, y'all. When Zion Lex was debating what was it, Magi or Black Panther, one of them cats, they was talking about the Metanetta. And they were talking about the Manete Stele, right? You know how it's supposed to say, Israel right here. Reggie goes and say, no, it don't say that. Nah. I agree with the Magi, Black Panther, Unc West. He's all on 18. Okay, but then he seen Tahuti on the rise over there on Sarnetta, right? So now, today, Tahuti is trying to discredit how did he do it? Okay, over there he said, when he was with them, he told Zion Lex, no, this don't say that. This don't say Israel. But then he had picked the two people who he liked the least, and that was Tahuti that day. So he jumped on side with Zion and told Tahuti, yes, it do say Israel. This is why, Reggie, you are not credible. This is why you will never hear Reggie again on Sun of the TV say, the Greeks wrote the Bible. Because JJ shut that shit down. Nigga, the Greeks, the Bible was out before the Greeks was even around, bro. What are you talking about, man? The scrolls and the writings. He said the Greeks wrote it. But he can't prove it. They say Christ don't exist. But then you got secular witnesses that's complaining about him and talking about they say that the Romans and the Greeks created Christ. But then the Romans is complaining about what do we do with these Christians? They follow a guy named Christus. So they create their own problem, huh? They're running around here talking about they Kemet, but then they changing up the whole goddamn concept of it. Because when I read in the books, none of that shit that y'all doing in 2022 applies to the goddamn ancients. They're making up shit as they go. They run around here wearing steak and shake hats, granny goddamn scarves, and male hotep bags, doing blah, blah, blah. That ain't what they did in ancient Kemet. You know goddamn well that ain't what they did. Oh, wait, you know what, man? We ain't got to do something. We ain't got to do what they said. Now it's we. Something now it's we. Now you Kemet. Then when I bust your goddamn neck with some information about this goddamn coffin text, you don't want to deal with it. When they ejaculating on letters, you don't want to deal with it. When Armand say he's gonna copulate between some goddamn pork-emitted buttocks, you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it when it's time for that time of the year and all the pharaohs and all the men of the community go down to the Nile in honor of Atum. And they hold hands with greasy palms. And they all go skiing together. And you know what they mean by skiing? They shooting down the mountain with both hands. You don't want to deal with that, Sonetta. But then it's Kemet on the good times when they done sprayed down the goddamn Giza pyramid and it's all shiny with gold onyx. That ain't what we do over here in Israel. We stick to our goddamn guns. You niggas jump around. 1 minute you Kemet, next minute God don't exist, next minute you're atheist, next minute you're Pan-Africans, next minute you're hugging a tree, talking about I believe in nature. This is why we don't take you guys serious. We don't take guys like Shawn serious, who claims he's a Masi tribe warrior. He's Masi tribe. He's connected with that, but then he don't even practice nothing that they do. And when I kept asking him, oh, I just like the name. Uncle West, you all right? But goddamn, I got to get on YouTube. You started this monkey business. Now you got Cube over there running around on goddamn with capability of 10,000 people to see his goddamn slow ass talking about we apes. Carlos Demetrius, his taxonomy in the year 18, goddamn probably fucking 36, excuse my language, put all the fallacies in one group, different groups, and they called humans apes. What the hell was they calling you before he called you that? And then the crazy part about his racist scientific method is that they say that the goddamn sand people, this guy that came up with this taxonomy, said the sand people are monstrous. Monstrous. The sand and the kite people. These are your leaders, like Charles Darwin, who said that the Aboriginals are savages. This is what they spewing in our community. We're not gonna let y'all do it. We're gonna bust your head. We're gonna be at your front door every time y'all come out with that bullshit. With that being said, the People's Champ is tired of talking. Shalom, Barakatah. Let's go, Kareem. We out of here.